Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Hello! This video is sponsored by EA Create Network. I've been compensated with a temporary copy of the pack in exchange for a video. I don't receive any money for making this video though. You can use my create code Plumbella at checkout. If you do want to, I make 5% commission on that. But as for this video, I've not received any money from EA. I'm really enjoying my dedication to costumes. It does come at the hindrance of it's getting more difficult to fit through doors. But I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Not a hindrance, an honour. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Before we even get into the history of Innisgreen, these two, although this board might not feel very highly displayed right now or feel overly decorated, trust. These two, toxic. Together, not separately. And do you know what? She's done nothing wrong in her life ever. Not once. We call her mother. I don't know if now that she's been introduced, if she is now the canonical god of the Sims franchise, because she is kind of the before, the during, and the after. She is Mother Nature because she created everything. If she is now the canonical god of the Sims franchise, does that then there imply that Beelzebub is her sworn enemy? She's literally got beef with a cow. The irony in that. She's really sweet. She loves everything on earth because she created it. This Fable does a great job of showing that. Instead of the crown's jewel, the ground's jewel. Oh, I love that. Through mist or through rock found deep in a cove, a land lived alone and in secret. And any reward that could be discovered, the Sim was allowed to just keep it. Now, this place was made for all of life's creatures, but nobody knew its true worth, except Mother Nature and her nomenclature, which stated it's deep in the earth. So go, my dear friend, figure out what she means and catch your reward if you dare. You can teleport, the travel is short, then find out what's hidden in there. So this is referencing a secret world. A beautiful scene, fairies flutter and flee, but nothing seems like a big deal. I'm sure if you knew, you'd get Mother's clue, and maybe that thing would be real. So it's probably better to know it was dirt, literally dirt, that thing you were trying to cache. To Mother, it's treasure, it brings her great pleasure, though more Sims would deem it was trash. I think it is literally trash. So she's the maker of Secret World in game, much like she's the maker of everything in game. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, babe, she made them all, Mother Nature. So by that logic, you'd think that she also made Spruce Almighty, but this is actually up for debate. Historians have discussed this for years, whether she did actually make him. But Spruce himself says that it's normal to think that him and Mother Nature are plant Sims, but they're actually not. They're a secret third thing. He calls them the blueprint, which is pretty egotistical, but says that they're interconnected with nature. They're beings beyond the known. Bore off. Then he also says he eats a lot of grass, so maybe that contributes to the hue. It's a theory. You can't actually see her as often as you can see Spruce, and I think that's because if she did create him, it would be like that saying, do you think that God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he created? And I do think, yes. They are related to Innisgreen because that's where they've settled. They live there, but they're also secretly not there. She's got a lot to do with the creation of Innisgreen and something to do with the full moon. Honestly, they're just, the Sims team love a full moon reference. Everything comes back to Mooncasters. But these two were wahooing, and that's like the majority of their plot. Who wouldn't want to wahoo her? Like, oh, she's just so pretty and she's just laughing, having a great time. But instead of worshipping her like the actual god that she is, because she's Mother Nature, she literally created everything in the world ever. Spruce actually takes this, creates a big ball of insecurity with it. Basically tries to constantly neg her and ruin her life. Because instead of being like, Mother Nature, you're so glorious. What can I do to help you? He's like, Mother Nature, I know that you're powerful, but like, I want to feel powerful too. Like, my mum said that I'm allowed to feel powerful as well, and that we've got to share the power. He decided to make things to impress her. First mistake. The only person that you have to prove yourself to, Spruce, is yourself. And please, for the love of all that is Sims, don't. Grand gestures are nice. This is not to say that grand gestures aren't nice. They're love language. They can make people feel seen. But his grand gestures are a hindrance. And not even just to her. They're a hindrance to the world. So at first he made plant Sims in Mother's image, but he's not very good. He's just literally, he's not as powerful as I don't know what to say to the man. He's not as good, so plant Sims don't last forever, which is a nice scapegoat for the Sims team not making plant Sims permanent when they have been permanent in every other version of the game. But now it's to do with, it's the law. It's the LAW and LORE. Read up on it. But yeah. Bit of a scapegoat, but we'll allow it. I will accept that narrative if it means that Spruce is not powerful enough to make them. I'll take it. I'll take it. Do you know how Mother Nature described it? She didn't say, oh, that was such a romantic thing. She described it as a whole thing. I just know that she's sick to death. I mean, to be fair, it's literally like, if they're the first beings, does she actually like him, or is it just out of necessity? Like, he's the only person there. God help her. Well, she is God. She could just you know? He ended up making gnomes his second creation. They used to be enchanted all the time, alive all the time, until someone put an end to it. And he says, not to name names or anything, but it rhymes with smother snature. And now you need to enchant these gnomes with fairy dust in order to make them work. It's not just these gnomes, I just like these gnomes. And he even calls the gnomes a bit evil. And he's like, smother snature smothered my gnomes. He does have some self-reflection. He does have some insight onto his own behaviour with his own fable, not much room for error. This is a deep look into Spruce Almighty's psyche, which is the reason I don't like him, because up till this point, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. He seems fun. A garden pal. Spruce Almighty, not much room for error. There once was a spirit grown from soil and love, who spent their days tending a garden. The garden belonged to a mother of nature who watched over creatures she'd pardon. Now, the spirit's first error was insecure terror, and their purpose felt more like a chore. So, attempting great power, like their beloved flower, they let envy spread like a spore. The spirit pursued sprouts of imitation, but never accomplished pure life. He did continually try and do imitation and never accomplished pure life. Even plant sims, which yes are living, are only temporary. They could not achieve the maiden's prestige. Now that is a good word, because she's literally Mother Nature. She's got a lot of prestige. Their projects just ended in strife. Lost in the source, the power they sought was one that could not be discerned. And a fellow, once mellow, went full green from yellow regarding the lover they spurned. Now, green, as we know from GCSE English, is a reference to jealousy. Spruce, without me even asking, tells me that his green comes from green grass. And I think he's saying that it comes from eating grass because he's actually hiding that it comes from jealousy, because he is just not of the same prestige as Mother Nature. But wait! There's more. Soon, one day enraged by modernity's claim, their gnomes came straight to defend. This is referencing the gnome wars. So the gnome wars aren't just because the gnomes had too much power. The gnome wars are because the gnomes were trying to come to Spruce Almighty's defense. Defense over what? Because he's not as good as Mother Nature. To be fair, men have started wars for less, so it does not surprise me. They descended upon the villagers' town lawn, seeking justice for their dear friend. What type of justice? What exactly has Mother Nature done against Spruce? A war did break out, and at first it was thought that greenery could be preserved. But this battle they fought would soon be found fraught, as failure was what they deserved. I agree with that, they did deserve to fail. And so from betrayal, the maiden did leave, the spirit now all on their own. But with their good deeds, the spirit believes her heart will be theirs once they've grown. Bruce, I don't think that you're going to get there, babe, because her heart is hers. And what good deeds? I'm sorry, Spruce, because you turn up at the Glasswood tree once in a blue moon. No, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And that is why I hate Spruce Almighty. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So the war literally broke out because Spruce tried to create gnomes to impress Mother Nature, and she's not even impressed. You failed. But imagine being Mother Nature and constantly having to clear up this guy's messes. Like, please stop making me presents that I have to fix. And Spruce then blames Mother Nature for his own transgressions. Oh, this man is pissing me off. Because even calling us Mother Nature when she has to go get the fairies to be like, hey fairies, can you help? Because these evil gnomes are taking over the world. My boyfriend made him not very good. And then he's like, oh, I know that they're taking over the world, okay, but those are my children. My boy has never done anything wrong in his life. Meanwhile, the gnomes are leaving 200 packets of seeds everywhere. And it's not even something that she took lightly, because she says, I feel bad for the wee gnomes. Actions have consequences. You know, I've since tried to meddle less. I don't know how good that accent was, but yes, she feels bad. They're evil and she's still got compassion. I mean, to be fair, if Mother Nature likes you, I wouldn't hold yourself in too high esteem, because she does love trash. She does see the value in it, which also might explain why she's still kind of with Spruce Almighty in some way, shape or form. Because of the gnome wars and then the subsequent squashing of the gnomes, they have a big giant gnome statue to commemorate it. And you cannot miss this, because number one, it is absolutely massive. And number two, if you're anywhere near it, you will get about 60 notifications on repeat saying, by the way, the Great Gnome War. Yeah, babe, I know. But it was built as a symbol of hope between Sims and gnomes several decades after the end of the gnome wars. Gnomes marching up and down the place. Even though they're not alive full time anymore, it kind of feels like they are, because they are everywhere. The giant gnomes gnome statue, there's a gnome museum, there's gnome enthusiasts, gnome shops, and also just gnomes. I've kind of put these as their kids because Spruce Almighty refers to his creations as their children, but I don't think that Mother Nature wants anything to do with it, so I'll just move her picture further over that way. Mother Nature up there. And then moving on a little bit further, before the current Innisgreen of today, Mother Nature harnessed the power of the full moon, and then there was a big body of water, and Mother Nature's like, bippity boppity boom, turned it into a magical lake, river, body of water. We'll just go body of water. And you can become fairies in that water. So that's how fairies ended up in Innisgreen. Further on from that, once Innisgreen and the fairies and Everdew was being created, obviously these tales spread far and wide. So you get non-fairies being like, I heard that there's something a little freaky deaky going on over in Innisgreen. They try and go over there. Now you've got to question their judgment because they did also have a child manage the ship. Now, apparently, he was supposed to be a child prodigy called Captain Fishbones, and their judgment does fail them because we know about these Sims because there's a massive ship that's crashed on the side of the rocks. Yeah, he might have known how to steer a ship, but he could not take it to shore. That's why we've got the wreck of Callioch. If I put a child in charge of steering a boat, I wouldn't expect to get there in one piece. Storytelling is great. People love a bit of storytelling. So it's not just fairy finito that they believe in. There is different subsections of fairies. None of these actually exist in game. I guess they kind of do because you can be any of these and it's just where you follow, where you lie. But there's only discordant and harmonious, like those are the actual paths that you can follow. These are the Sims' belief in fairies. They do believe in fairies, they do. It kind of reminds me of, if anyone ever used to go to Brownies, I used to go to Brownies. Here we are, the Scottish Kelpie, smart and quick and ready, help us. I was a Scottish Kelpie, which is funny because they're literally devils that live in the water. So we've got the fairies, which live in perfume. An interesting choice. They're ancient beings of beauty, which makes sense for the perfume. If they're that beautiful, they want to smell nice too. Personally, not for me. You know, if I had power, I'd want to use it somewhere else. We've got the Beregony. The Beregony live in liminal zones where water meets land and conduct their business in secret, which is a little bit, I like that one. The She are honestly, they're royalty. They live in castles out of sight that host lavish feasts. The lack of belief is apparently what makes them so small, and you're supposed to be careful if you hear one wailing. This is quite a traditional fairy in my mind. Like, do not go to a fairy feast if they invite you there. Do not give them your name under any circumstances. Don't take treacherous journeys. The Fair family, 3 feet tall. Moss maidens do exactly what they say on the tin. They're absolutely obsessed with moss. If there's a bit of moss, the maidens are about it. And they understand the healing properties of plants. Which, again, kind of like aligns with whichever route you want to go down in the fairies. There's only 2 paths that you can follow in the aspiration. Seelie and Unseelie are the light and the dark. And are known to reward helpful Sims, but they can be unpredictable. You better watch out. Yumbos are 2 feet tall. They've got silvern hair. And they dance in the moonlight. And then we have the Dryads who live in the forest. They protect the woodlands. But they only really come out if they're angry, so if you meet a Dryad, you better run. But you can appease them with offerings, which kind of sounds like the gnomes, so they can be a little bit evil, if that reference is to be believed. Before we even get into Innisgreen now, there is a council and they have jobs. These aren't actually cards from the game. I did make these. I have a lot of fun. This is why my videos take so long, because I'm like, what if everybody had their own ID? I've rated this at like the pyramid in Dance Moms because I do have feelings, you know, and I'm willing for them to be heard. I actually got to change you too. Spruce Almighty, for obvious reasons, is at the bottom. His job is garden pal. He's no pal of mine. Let me tell you that. He's romantic, hot-headed, and loves the outdoors, which pretty accurate summation of him, yes. So he's at the bottom of the pyramid for me. And then we've got Joe Trader, which is funny, Trader Joe reference. He's a kleptomaniac, disruptive and outgoing, and his job is basically just to be a tradesperson. He's rated so far down on the pyramid because his chest is fully out. If you want to free the nip, Joe, you can free the nip. I'd just be trying to rest in my fairy house and I'd just have his fully cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. You know, I didn't consent to that, so I've done use the honour of blurring it out too. I'm only joking. I don't mind Joe, to be honest. The only one I've got vendetta against is Spruce. Karen, now I couldn't decide. Karen is the Fairy Council liaison for Innisgreen. They're a foodie, perfectionist and ambitious, and I couldn't decide, which is why she's so low in the pyramid, which I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to you, Karen, for this. I couldn't decide if it was Karen, like she's Karen, she cares for you because she's the liaison, or if she's Karen like she's a Karen, which that's always the question, innit? Bottom row of the pyramid, no solo today. Up here we've got Zale Amani, who is a mystical fairy, the mystical vegetarian and cheerful, and honestly, their sweet disposition is why they're so high up on my list to love them. Todd Attenbury, Apothecary Todd, if you will. He's the apothecary vendor, kleptomaniac, genius, and ambitious. And I'm going to switch these two, because if Todd actually turned up to do his job, then he would be further up on the pyramid. Do you know how excited I was to see Todd? That man never turns up for a shift at work. It's a routine issue, but still. And then obviously top of the pack, Mother Nature. Her job is, apart from being Mother Nature, she's a grower, she's a shower, she's a peacemaker, and she's a norm number. She loves the outdoors. She's cheerful and outgoing. So this is the council of Innisgreen. If you have a problem, see them. Put it by email. Now we get into the actual world of Innisgreen. It's renowned for its natural beauty and vibrant communities. Sims from afar are drawn to the idyllic Sprucery Grove, or Derry Grove, depending on your affiliations, where foraging is abundant and life flourishes in harmony with nature. In the mystical forest of Everdew, the pursuit of fairy life and relationships offers enchanted experiences. Adventure awaits at the coast of Armour, where the Isle's rich history and secrets unfold through its engaging residents and monuments. That giant gnome statue, that's the monument. The resident, Norm. He's not an actual Norm. Innisgreen as a whole is celebrated for its development of the apothecary skill, attracting Sims eager to pursue careers in naturopathy, I gave it a go, and holistic practices. Vax your children. It's based on Ireland, which is interesting because these rock formations is actually a reference to Giant's Causeway, and when you're in game, it looks exactly like Giant's Causeway, yes, but also it's a bit jarring because it also looks like how creative you had to get with the rocks in build mode before we got terrain manipulation tools, and you had to size rocks up, and it was just a lot of rocks looking exactly the same, but hey, it kind of looked like you were on a hill. Does it look a little weird? Yeah. But is it accurate? Absolutely. Well done, Mother Nature, for all that you created. The coast of Armour is like the town centre, and it's also the normie spot, but take that with a pinch of salt, because that massive gnome is anything but normal, and the Gnome Museum and the guy who's called Gnome, it's a lot, and it's not that normal. And apparently, best of all, is that magic is actually supposed to not be permitted in that area. He shouldn't have made it all about gnomes then. The museum is literally called the Gnome Museum, spelled GNOM, which stands for the Gallery of Notable and Ornamental Miniatures Exhibition, Gnomes. There's also a gnome-adjacent grocery shop called Num Nums, and a stall next to that ran by the gnome enthusiast Glen Gnome, which sells food. I bet you're expecting me to say gnomes, but yeah, it does also sell gnomes as well. There's gnome way you'll get away from it. The Ladipo family, these were the first family I played with when I loaded up the pack, so they have a special place in my heart. They're not fairies. As you can tell, I gave the ones who aren't fairies very stereotypical human name badges, and then the ones that are fairies are just, you can tell by the mysticalness of the nameplates. That's also a corporate setting in the background. They're kind of tech junkies. Io's a geek, neat and self-assured, and Flora is cheerful, family-oriented and materialistic. And they're both quick learners, but it also seems like they're both quick forgetters too, as we will see. They're both doing really well in their careers though. Io is an independent consultant, level 8, and Flora is a freelance artist, but despite moving to Innisgreen, they're still kind of tech junkies, which is surprising because you can't get fibre broadband there, love, I'll tell you that one for free. So they decided to move to the middle of the countryside, and there's a bit of a rift. This family needs a bit of extra care. Their daughter Iris has moved out to pursue a more enchanted life, whatever that's supposed to mean. Burdened by the disconnection, the little Deepos must try and find common ground with their daughter or risk expanding their divide. The divide is more than gone. Okay, Brexit is their family. And it's funny that they should say that they're quick learners, because their divide is so strong that they've actually got no memory of their daughter. I didn't even know the daughter lived in the world. I just assumed she'd, I don't know, maybe be included in a future pack. But no, she actually lives in the world. They just don't know her. Do I think that this is something that's been overlooked by the team? I have thought about this, and maybe it's a purposeful thing to show how much there is a divide between them and the daughter and how much they've drifted, because they've even went to the effort of noting that Io dislikes Elric for some reason. They've got beef, so you'd think they'd include the daughter. And they have strong feelings about it. Io says, whatever I've told Iris, I've said out of love. She knows that. We just want her to talk to us. If you see her, tell her to be careful. We love her. She can come home when she's ready. If you see my daughter, tell her to stop hanging out with the ruffians and come home. Enough is enough. We have plants in the house. They live in pots. That sounds like nature to me. So I'm getting the juxtaposition of those quotes from Io. And Flora says, we thought when Iris left it would just be a short while, but so much time has passed. Io can put on a tough face, but they're really such a softie. We both are. Maybe it's time we put down our comforts and tried something new. Take a page out of her book and embrace her story. It might be the key to bringing us back together. Basically, it's the tale as old as time. Parents are stuck in the ways, holding on to values that they think are right, and the daughter is rebelling. It's interestingly ironic though, because the parents are the ones who are involved in tech, and she's kind of going back to an old lifestyle. So the irony. But yeah, she's rebelling, leaving the family home. To be fair, she didn't rebel too far. Like she moved over the road. But they've still got a bedroom in a house. Like they haven't changed it. And the bedroom it's basically a fairy shrine. That girl, it's deep in fairy core, cottage core, gnome core, Pinterest boards. But I do think that most of us would give up. The way I'm adjusting my wig like it's my actual hair. I just tried to itch my head. I think most of us would give up living a normal traditional life to live in the forest with a fairy though. So Glen Gnome is your local wacky waving non-inflatable arm flailing gnome man, which is said in his description. I did not come up with that. He resides in this humble abode surrounded by his personal collection of gnomes. Satisfied with his secluded lifestyle, he enjoys spreading the good gnome word at num-nums. And he's writing a book as well. Gnomeo has just climbed the perennial perch and is about to profess his undying love to Gnomeyet. And it's a sequel. His first one was much to do about gnome thing. This man is very obviously autistic. He lives a secluded lifestyle. He's got very narrow interests and hobbies. His entire house looks like Noddy, not the world that Noddy lives in, but Noddy, the actual character. He eats, sleeps, and breathes gnomes. And Glenn, I relate to you, my love. Spruce Derry Grove, or Derry Grove, as we've said, is a haven for bohemian and nature-loving Sims who love gardening, living off the land, and mastering the apothecary skill. Nature enthusiasts flock here to forage among the picturesque trees and bathe in the tranquil stream. And the neighbourhood takes its name from the local legend, subjective, Spruce Almighty, the community's loving garden pal. Right, so enchanted lovers, bit of a whirlwind. Two lovers different from one another built a path to be together, and now they share a loving home. They first bonded over their appreciation for nature and its many enchantments. They often spend their days lounging in the sun or foraging by the water, but not everything is picture perfect. While Todd thrives in his apothecary business, Elric searches for a bigger purpose beyond a life of mixology. Unsure of his true nature, Elric contemplates if clipping his wings would yield more or less freedom. Only time can tell. So Elric is a fairy, Todd is not. Elric also used to work at this bar Gringles, but got really sick of people coming in and being like, hey, can I have some fairy dust? He was like, nah, you can have one of my mixology drinks. I've literally been mixologying all day. So he wants to clip his wings. Elric is a fairy. He's a nature nomad who loves the outdoors. So I do think that being a fairy does actually suit him, but he's womp doomy and gloomy about it. And despite being rank 2 of being a fairy, he's only got the power to gain warm force from being nice to other people. No other fairy powers. Like, no wonder he's not happy being a fairy. He's not utilising it. We've already met Todd through the council meeting that we had earlier, but as for them together, enchanted lovers in Derry Grove, who own a house together, they're not that in love. They genuinely, no judgment here, only briefly know each other and are only romantic interests. Their actual bio, and I'm going to say this loud for the people in the back, I was shocked to read it. It's too early to tell, but there could definitely be something there. And babe, yous have got a mortgage together? Yous own a home together? You know what? I kind of thought, well, you know, it might just be the perfect opportunity, and one of them thought, I just can't pass this opportunity up. He might have had a house gifted to him, you know, down the line or whatever. Why not? Why not? They might just, you know, be moving fast. But that's why things get a little bit freaky. They live together. They own a house together. They briefly know each other and they haven't even kissed. No judgment though. I hate to judge, but I just can't help it. I feel you are moving too fast, enchanted lovers. Their home is stunning though, so I can't fault them. Like, I'd move in too. Even though The Sims 4 is on an alternate timeline, we can kind of place it somewhat in the context of the actual Sims timeline because of a little tale from Todd Attenbury. If you've been to Spruce Tree Grove, you might have seen my little shop. Apothecary Todd's Cues and Elixirs. A bit on the nose, but I enjoy the notoriety of it. At one point, I thought about using a wagon, taking my show on the road. That was until I met Elric. Staying put can be just as lovely. Yeah, you keep convincing yourself, Todd. We know at the very least that they don't end up together because Todd Attenbury is Apothecary Todd of Sims 1 making magic fame. So we know that he actually does get his little wagon and go on the run. So, but you can't buy memories at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Live fast, die young, bad girls do it well. But I don't think that their relationship breaking down is actually the reason that Todd started his travelling apothecary business. I don't believe it. I think he literally had to start his travelling apothecary business to go on the run, because despite the fact what everybody says about his booming business, that man's got no idea how to run a business. Every morning, 8 a.m, I would turn up at his stall. Was he there? No. Where was he? Lingering near bushes. Obviously not his fault that some routing issues happened on the map, but creeping Todd. And then, as we know, Everdew. Everdew is Mother Nature's department. That's a literal tree house. It's a house in a tree. It's beautiful. Kind of like life and death. This is the fairy hub. You can use the toilet. You can go piss girl. And we've got the mystical besties. A singles den made for two, Iris and Nadia. I'm sorry, there is a typo. It's Iris, not Idris. After a running outside of a fairy house soiree, these two became fast friends. And basically Nadia was like, Iris, babe, you're running away from your family home. I've got a spare room, come use it. And that is Iris, of course, of Ormua fame. That is her. She's mystical, loyal, not to her family though, and a bookworm. And despite being a regular schmegular sim, she's obsessed with fairies. She wants to show the world exactly what kind of fairy she can be. That's her aspiration. But I mean, dream big, babe, because you're not even a fairy yet. She's currently working as a nanny. Nadia, on the other hand, she is a fairy. She's iconic. She lives for being disruptive. She's also romantic and a music lover, which is fitting because that's her aspiration and also a job. But she's got a much higher mischief skill than she does music. Like Elric, she's also a glowing fairy, but she's got much more powers than him. She's unlocked a lot more. She gains emotional force from being mean. It fuels her. She's a bit of a pesky pixie. She also dislikes councilman Joe Schrader, which from her personality and from his personality, they might have had a menage a trois. So Iris didn't just run away from home and then automatically land at Nadia's door. Nadia came across Iris in the wild. Iris was literally living off the land. She was in bushes and Nadia was like, you're doing pretty well. Spot on, babe. Work hard, play hard. And then Apothecary Todd was behind, not turning up for work. Iris was serious. She was like, I'm going to live the fairy lifestyle despite not being a fairy. And then finally we have the Summer Dream family of Sims 2 base game neighborhood Vaughnville fame, not of Shakespeare fame. Shakespeare copied off the Sims 2 base game, and that is a true fact. It came to me in a dream. The Summer Dreams are not just of Sims 2 fame either. They are literally the high fae family. Titania and Oberon's marriage has been described as emotionally tumultuous. I'd be devastated. It's not a glowing review. But apparently, fairies thrive on emotional happenstance, so it does suit them well. And as for Titania, she is a brilliant fairy. She, like, literally, that's her title. She's nearly at the highest level. She's more of a mischief maker than someone who's got a passion for peace, shall we say. Her powers lie more along the manipulation and emotional line. She doesn't really have any skills in nature at all. She's not about that. But despite that, she's somehow in the naturopath career, level 6, and she's got level 6 apothecary skills. So despite the fact she doesn't have any fairy skills in nature, she's got sim skills. She's also not the most reliable of partners because she's a non-committal slob, but she is good, so there's a redeeming quality there. She's just not cut out for traditional family life, and she said that herself. Those are her words, not mine. Sometimes she wishes to be untethered from a life of domesticity. And then Oberon is a stay-at-home dad. For as much as she doesn't love plants, he loves them. Breakfast, dinner, tea, he has plants, and he's not really bothered about all of the shenanigans. He just wants to stay at home with his wife and kid, and I love that. He's a level 3 fairy, and he has level 7 fishing and level 8 gardening, so his life is basically just living the dream at home with his wife and his daughter, and his wife's got one foot out the cuckoo nest, and but he's got a beautiful relationship with his daughter, who is Mara Summer Dream. Now, highlighting that word dream, I was falling asleep the other night and I was thinking about this pack, and it came to me in a literal dream, and I went, Mara. I woke up. This is me awake, not in the dream. Fairy Queen Mara from The Sims 1 making magic. That is her. So we now know that it's not cosplay. She is a canonical fairy. Todd is just a regular schmegular sim though. But Fairy Queen Mara, I love her. As Jessie Magna Mara, I just love Fairy Queen Mara. I feel particularly attached to this little fairy. And also just anyone from The Sims making magic. She's creative and a social butterfly, and I think that being her aspiration whilst also knowing that she will grow wings is funny to me. And their house is stunning, like jaw-droppingly stunning. It's light and airy. It's got a beautiful vibe to it. You can tell that they're high fae. And then you go downstairs and you realise, oh, so we're locking people in basements now. It's giving nervous subject. And then as for books, we've got the Natural Living books. Volume 1 is Sprout About It by Sage Greenfield. Volume 2, Leaf It To Me by Basil Leafton. Natural Living Volume 3 is Wilderness Wisdom by Tara Firma. I don't get that reference. I don't even know if there is one. And then as for the Apothecary, number 1, it's called A Spoonful of Sugar by M. Poppins. I wonder who that could be. Does this book help the medicine go down? And the description of it is written in literal Cockney. Find the cure for what ails you in the most delightful way. No raindrops or whiskers need. Learn how to use more mundane ingredients every sim has on hand to mix your way to a better life. Thank you, Mary. Apothecary Volume 2 is called No Don't Drink That by E.G. Anderson. Again, I don't know if that's a reference I'm missing. And then 3 is called Making Your Friends Drink That by Sue Do Nim. I wonder who wrote it. Fables, fables, fables. They can tell us a lot about a sim. You can tell us a lot about a story, and the fables in this pack, well, this pack is the only pack with fables. I can't get my pen off. In solidarity with all of the people who have just sat their GCSEs, we are going to be going through the fables as if they are a piece of literature, because fables are meant to tell a story. That is the entire point of a fable, and there is something to be learned from it. Deliver the news. 222. There once was a man built-in physique who relished a good love affair. He'd sprinkle his charm wherever he went, and many girls flocked to his care. But a woman in red did not fall for his tricks and left the poor fella on red. So from this rejection to his feigned affection, a plot he concocted was bred. Submissive and breedable. Now, who is this man who is built in physique? I'll tell you who that is, babe. Don Lothario. Now, in a later paragraph, we do get more hints towards this. The woman in red, who is known for wearing a red dress. Bella Goth. I was actually going to save this until my next video, which I think is going to be The Sims 2 Explained. But Bella, he or she is wearing a red dress. This is by Holly.Roxanne.tattoos on Instagram. That's her. She is mother, and this is the story of her. This entire thing is referencing the build-up to Bella Goth's disappearance. So we know that Don Lothario and Bella Goth were seen on his rooftop, where many girls flocked. He is a Lothario. A woman in red did not fall for his tricks. We know for a fact, we have it confirmed, that Don Lothario tried to make the moves on Bella Goth. Dirty dog, even though that's literally his fiance's mother. But Bella, because she's a queen, rejected. And Don kind of is in his incel era, because for the rejection to his feigned affection, he concocted a plot. Soon the invite was sent at a view quite pleasant, and the front door rang with a bell, capitalised. He put on a smile, the one to beguile, his flattery spread like a spell. She sure was distracted by how he had acted. You'd think he'd gotten the hint. So here, invite was sent at a view quite pleasant. View quite pleasant. Pleasant view. The front door rang with a bell, capitalised, referencing Bella Goth. So it was a plot to get Bella Goth over to his house that night, that fateful night that led to her disappearance. So now we know it wasn't an accident. But that's all we know, for that innocent bro had stated she'd gone in a glint. And no one could guess that this gothy mistress would go missing like a red gem. Was she abducted? An act she conducted? No Lothario had dawned on them. She'd gone in a glint. She disappeared. The Bella Goth disappearance, the entire storyline of The Sims 2. No one could guess that this gothy mistress, she is gothy, Bella Goth. And in the previous one, as you can see, the previous one references Belle. This one references Goth, Bella Goth. Was she abducted? Question mark. An act she conducted? Question mark. The theory surrounding her disappearance. Because we do think she's abducted. But also, is she doing it to get away from Mortimer Goth? Is Mortimer Goth involved? The talk around the town are these things, and people haven't considered that it was actually a Lothario who was responsible for her disappearance. And that is the story of Bella Goth's disappearance. Don Lothario. But I don't think that man is smart enough to come up with that plot by himself. I'm sorry. I don't. That's why I call it Caliente & Co. Corruption and Abduction Services. Another tale about a family. Stubborn misfortune. A family who owned everything in the world had not finished grabbing their share. And these Sims you should know up in their chateau, Trapdoor Mama, had money to spend without care. Now Jeffrey thought schools, but Dee and Nancy thought pools should become their next big endeavour. But they both had such pride and could not decide on just whose idea was more clever. So this is talking about Jeffrey and Nancy Landgrab not knowing about where to spend the money. Jeffrey is good. We know that he is a good sim, although he is still married to Nancy Landgrab. So how good can you be? He's also excommunicated his own son. So how good can you be? And Nancy is, you know what? Nancy, I don't need to explain it to you. You already know. She is prim. She is proper. Nancy would be the type to want a pool for herself. Jeffrey, I can see him trying to think of schools to do something good, but I could still see it being a self-serving thing. A for-profit school, if those exist. I mean, private schools, I guess. So Jeffrey got sneaky and Nancy got cheeky. Their plans they both secretly smother. A password reset for the bank account's net was surely to foil the other. But they could not expect the login to get wrecked, and now neither could get any money. So instead of rapport, they're seemingly poor, and nobody won. Which is funny. So they lost their simoleons. Is that $1? Oh yeah, no, sorry. They lost their simoleons. And do you know what? It's what they deserve. Also, in my game, when I loaded up to play the Landgrabs, they hated each other. So, trouble in paradise. Should have went with the pill, Jeffrey. And even the pancakes aren't spared by the Fables. I don't know how the people of Innisgreen know the workings out of the Willow Creeks, but they do. They must both sign up to Touch Grass Weekly. Rise and shine. Down by a creek, Willow Creek, sat a house like a true short stack. The man who resides was searching for guides to fix his marriage, which was whack. So during the day, he decided to stay and clean up the house, make it shine. Who do we know in Willow Creek who is in a dead bedroom marriage? That's right, Bob Pancakes. At this point, you're thinking, oh my God, he's actually wanting to do something. He's wanting to get up and do something to impress his wife, Eliza. And then it just turned so Bob pancakes. But after an hour, 60 minutes is a long time, to be fair, Bob. You thought about it. He took a long shower and stated the mess should be fine. Then deep in the night, from sparkle or might, the house was made all neat and clean. Am I reading that wrong? Because that feels wrong coming off my mouth. But after an hour, he took a long shower and stated the mess should be fine. And then deep in the night, from sparkle or might, the house was made all neat and clean. That doesn't roll off the tongue, but it's probably me reading it wrong. And when they awoke, that syrupy bloke, syrup is often something that we have with pancakes. That just looks like a summer hat. It looks like a boat hat from the Madeline films, but that is actually pancake. I don't know if you can, just to clarify. That syrupy bloke took credit for scrubbing the scene. So he had a long think about it, an hour, decided, yeah, it's actually all right. I don't need to clean up my mess. Eliza can do that. And then magically, fairies came. That's a fairy, canonically, cleaned up for him, and he thought, instead of thinking, wow, how lucky am I that I've got a literal fairy who comes to my house and cleans, he looks at it and thinks, I should take credit for that. I'm going to tell Eliza I've done that. And he didn't just do it once. This went on for days. He got so much praise, their marriage had started to mend. But Cake Man was skeptic. This ruse felt so hectic. He needed the mystery to end. He snuck down at nightfall to see fairies so small, zapping his kitchen pristine. So he left them a snack, grilled cheese for the hack, for buttering up his dear queen. It's funny that he calls her a queen. Don't queens have people that actually do things for them? Bob Pancakes, you have disappointed me once more. At least you made... The thing is, he's more willing to make literal fairies that he's met once. Grilled cheese, but he won't even clean up after himself for his own wife. Bobbert. Living the dream, babe, more like living off the land. If anybody's ever played The Sims 4, you will know The Sims and Rags to Riches go absolutely hand in hand. Some may say a firm shake. It's one of my favourite playstyles, but how playable is it? It's all well and good if I'm just one fairy alone. I just happen to like really bond with the grass and stuff. But at what point does living off the land actually become extremely impractical? Which is why I've decided... selflessly, I know, to take it upon myself, to get my own nails and stake myself to my own metaphorical cross. I will die so you can live. I will punish myself and find out how practical this is so you don't have to. To do this, I'm going to raise my brood. 2 children, 2 toddlers, 2 infants. I'm already scared. I'm not even out creating them yet. I'm going to raise them in the wilderness of...
Wow, that's a great question.
I keep going to say Inverness, which is a real place. Innisgreen, which... to me, it just sounds like Innisgreen. Like you're looking around it. Innisgreen. Innisgreen, though. That's where we're going. I've dressed up as a fairy. I've literally hot glued moss to my head. And we're going to live in greener pastures. And we might move to other greener pastures because we are literally living off the land. And we might even move to rockier pastures. But I want to see just how feasible it is if we actually live off the land. Here's my sim, McNamara, which is basically my name because she is also me. I am her. We are... as one, you know. I don't know what the reference of these hooves are. I keep being really drawn to them. Yeah, even my sim's like, yeah. I'm guessing there's some deep mythological folklore thing that can be discovered there. Me, however, I'm just really drawn to them. You could potentially make Satan, really. I mean, that's kind of get... But yeah, I don't know the relevance of these hooves. They speak to me. They're full on hoof. I'm dressed like this because I thought, what's going to be easy to spot me in the woods? Boom. Not thinking that you can just double click your sim to do that, but you know. And then before we even get into it, I've discovered something. Now, legally, I have to say that this game is not the final version of the game. So whatever things I discover might not be in the final version of the pack. Legally, I have to bequeath that information onto you. With that being said, I was like, let me make my family. We've got Jojo Siwa pre-Big Brother. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Upon further inspection, doth my eyes deceive me? Here is a video of me encountering this. What? The damn Dickens. I've got my eye on you. Can I think of any more eye-related jokes? I can't. Jojo Siwa pre-Big Brother, obviously the outfit, it's very much given Jojo Siwa. We've got Four Eyes Mara, which is my other daughter. She's called Four Eyes because she's got 4 eyes. Became a bit of a epidemic amongst my children because I really like the name Isaiah. Toddler to be called Isaiah for obvious reasons, you know. Oh, I mean, then we've got Specsavers Mara. She's beaten the Specsavers. No name, apparently. Okay, I'll go with it. No name Mara. She does have eyes. There is a shadow that creeps around that you might be able to see. Oh, there it is. There she goes. Meow, you know. And then we've got Boss Baby Mara. No real relevance. He spawned in this suit and I thought, I think I've seen this film before. It came preloaded with sunglasses too. I thought, yep, perfect. No notes. So from this, we are going to live in the woods. Now, thankfully, there is already a lot that is perfectly established for my needs in Innisgreen. I actually think there's two. There's Fern and Frond Wading Pond, which honestly, I love a bit of a rhyme. I'm a simple girl, easy pleasures, all the watering hole. That one's convivial. That one's got bracing breezes. I just really like the vibe of Everdew. It's so mystical, magical, like makes me feel like anything could happen. Like you just don't know. Like if your dreams aren't big enough, they don't scare you. No, if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. Oh, right. Okay. So they really do just transfer straight into the game, right? Okay. Well, you know when you go to the hidden world and you look in the bushes and there's these glowing eyes looking at you? Yeah, well, this pack comes preloaded with that. How convenient. Boss Baby does not have them though. Boss Baby is safe. Have I got them? No, I don't have them. And it's interesting because can't. This is the only thing that I've discovered that's like not been a plan in this pack. It's definitely me. It's my genetics, you know. I've definitely caused this issue. Oh, where have you? Oh, just okay. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody say, where-ho, where-ho. My thing is, I've got 25,000 simoleons. Money, 0. Like, I'm being serious, guys. I want to live off the land. Right, I'm not messing about. I might hire a nanny, though, if I do make some money from somewhere, but I do want to be able to just live off the land. Is this pre-stocked? No. Okay, because of course it wouldn't be, because of course. I mean, I'm thinking if I make friends, I can like... But then I was going to say I can like go to their house and like steal things, but that's not really living off the land, is it? First of all, we need to establish a food source. And I don't mean that I'm going to eat the fairy when I'm looking over there. This is our toilet. We can... Wait, can the toddlers use this as... My toddlers are literally going to have to shit their pants. I mean, that certainly is a walk. Right? Bippity boppity boom. The kids can use this. They can use the steamed toilet. I guess my toddlers aren't steamed enough. They're de-steamed. Scavenge for food. And we can sleep on the floor. So that's good. We just have to survive 7 days. 7 days. Karen? I don't know if this is supposed to be like a Karen joke or if she's like a really caring sim and that's the joke, that she cares. Either way, I'll take it. Oh, look how much fun they're having. Oh, that is so pure and so cute. Even Boss Baby's getting involved. Oh, the eyes. That is literally the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. We found a pair. All right. We're going to have to split that 7 ways. They can play in water. They can't sleep on the floor, which sucks. I was mistaken. So where with children, teens, young adults, etc., you can click on sleep on floor and the nature skills kind of inbuilt within that. Toddlers don't naturally sleep on the floor. You have to click the toddlers themselves and then click take a nap here. So it's kind of like a way around it, but it's not built into the gameplay mechanics of natural living. Toddlers are forgotten. At least I can get the kids to forage. We're back in the days of children being mini adults, all right? Yous will work. Found a lemon. Love that. They can summon a privy bush because they're fairies. Oh no, fairies and vampires cannot call the privy bush because they don't have bladder needs. She's found fairy dust. I'm going to give that to me. I think the fairy dust should be mine. And I'm going to plant these daisies because I am allowed to make money. So I'm going to plant them and we can try and make money off them. Do I plant the pear tree as well? I did. Oh, and we'll give Boss Baby a nap. He works so hard. He's literally got an entire career and he's not even a toddler yet. Look at him. Oh, I love The Sims. You know when people go see the 7 Wonders of the World and they're like, this is awe-inspiring. I load up The Sims 3 and look at the landscape on a snowy afternoon and I'm like, God. Speaking of, God is literally so real for that. Get back to work, please. We are in Victorian environments. We found a basil. Boom, boom. Where are we taking this baby? That is not his home. Oh, that is my other baby though. No name. Right, okay. I'm going to sell that collectible as well. Oh my God, you can sell fairy dust. I love that. I'm such a good parent. He's tired, but I'm sorry, the game will not let you sleep on the floor, my love. I don't know what to tell you. I suppose I didn't really need to make us a fairy, but I feel like that would, if I didn't, it would kind of be sacrilegious in a fairy pack. And I'm also, you might be like, everybody's tired. Why don't you save up to buy a bed? Because I want to really live off the land. No beds. I can offer you a bush. I mean, I suppose that there's a fairy house there. Regenerate emotional force there. I mean, screw you guys. I've got a beautiful bedroom right now. Screw you guys. I'm going home. The pie that's happening in the background as well. Oh, Boss Baby is very hungry. Be sure to get and feed him. Oh, okay. Right. Yes, indeed. As Gracie Abrams once said, oh, that's so true. Right, he's fine now. And now I shall sleep there. Kids, you're just going to have to accept the flaw. Oh, wait, actually, you need the bathroom before you do anything. Big mushroom looking thing. Mossville. The toddlers are having a great time. I do love that the kids can sleep on the floor too. I just wish the toddlers could, but I suppose they already kind of sleep on the floor, but I have to wait until this toddler is literally exhausted before they fall asleep on the floor. It's not like a natural choice. Right, the toddler is hungry. I do actually need to, I need to get on. I need to grill. What's the cheapest one? Hot dogs. And the lactose free. Oh, is that fairy dust? I'll have it. Grab a serve. Children, wake up. We're eating good today. Oh. Oh, wait, no. I was going to say, oh, no, kids, the food is off, but it's actually my children that are stinking. Well, won't happen. Fairies can clean themselves in plants. So I'm wondering once these grow, can we... No. But it hasn't grown yet, so I'm going to give them a chance. If not, we can just wade in the water. That might get our hygiene up. Okay, so children can't use it. Cool, cool, cool. Right. Has everybody been fed? No. You eat. You eat. I mean, I've been trying to get you to eat this hot dog for an hour. You can lead a horse to water, people, but you cannot make it drink. Right, and where are our infants? It's quite embarrassing for us socially. Wake up. I'll change your nappy. Where are you? You're supposed to be going... I'm like, why is it taking him so long to go to school? Hey, I'm sorry, son. Oh, at least he's gone. He's gone. They're fed? Oh my goodness. Why won't you eat these hot dogs? You just can't help some people. I'm just gonna steal your emotions from you so my emotional force goes up to not my... I mean, she's gone. Oh, wait, no, she's back. I'll just absorb your emotions, thank you. Oh, she hates my toddler. It's on sight. Oh, needs to be careful. If she continues to absorb emotions that are too powerful, she'll become overloaded. Oh, right. Grab. You might weigh yourself, but that's just something that we're going to have to deal with. Yeah, Titania, you can come over, babe. The more the merrier and all that. Not what you like, but... And do you know what? The infants were the things I was more scared of. They're doing the best. To be fair, probably because they can't move. They've got no choice. I think the children are suffering not the children, actually. I think probably the toddlers. So now that these are gone, can we cleanse in... Oh, children can't cleanse in the nature. That pissed me off. Like, I know that they're not fairies yet, but what's the point? I just said that, but that's not a meme. That's a family reference. So I apologise. I thought it was going to be a communal thing. It was not, but it can be if you want now. Guys, please eat the hot dog. Is it the fact it's a hot dog? Because I'm not going to lie, you guys. We haven't got many choices. Right, what about if I put these in my inventory, go home, I'll place these on my home lot. Everybody... Go here. Actually, you know what? You guys, your priority is the toilet. You can sponge bathe in the bathroom. That's fine then that kids can't cleanse in nature. That is fine. Not that I'm the judge of it. Are you eating? Get rid of that hot dog. You know what? Reset. Eat a hamburger. I swear. If I get my children taken away because of the case of the missing hamburger, does it even register that I've picked one? Right, now there's 3 left. Eat that hamburger. Oh. Well, the hamburger's no longer missing. They just refuse to eat it. Maybe it's because they're so tired. Pass out. Just sleep. Are you eating the hamburger? You've got it in your hand. Just eat it. No distractions. Eat the hamburger. The fucking hot dog is back. I seriously, I can't do this. I actually can't do this. I didn't think that getting them to eat food that I cooked would be the hardest thing. Guys, it's not an accessory. I promise it's literally not a decoration. I promise. I'm not going to be able to survive the 7 days. My kids are going to be taken off me because I can't feed them. Because it won't let me. Is it the eyes? Eat the hamburger, babe. I think we're going to have to travel, right? I know that school is soon, but I'm going to leave the lot, see if we can eat on a different lot, and then come back. Should we stay in... You know what? No, I want to try Oasis Springs because I guess living off the land is fun in this pack, but I want to see the practicality of it in another. I can't remember if there's any... I think we'll just go to the park. Grill? Do I dare? We'll do this one because the other ones have been slightly cursed. I'm imbalanced. Well, let's balance it up by eating. Please eat. Please eat. Please eat. I swear to God, I've never wanted to punch a toddler so badly. Eat. You have food. Oh, is it happening? Is it happening? No. Okay. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about food? You know, I never wanted to starve you. Okay, so we can eat. But also we don't even have the hunger need. You know what? No, actually, I was going to say go to daycare, but don't go to daycare because that's cheating. I see has been sent to daycare. Okay, well, you know what? I clicked it. Let's go home because this is not working. I thought my challenge would be genuinely, I thought it would be, oh, it's so difficult to make sure that the kids are up and dressed and washed for school. Not like my child is literally starving and I've got flying hamburgers across my garden and that is an unidentified flying object and I don't know why it's there. And now they're stinky. How long until this is 2 minutes until spoiled? Oh, that's the saddest story I've ever seen. Well, at least they're going over to the food, but then they're just putting it down. What about the flying hamburger? That might give you some luck. It's not even registering as being in our inventory. Can we drink? No, we can't drink either. And also we're going to die because emotionally... Ooh, let's join this dance party. I would like to join. What about... Oh, we're far too uncomfortable to harvest. I'm just going to let us regen. Oh, due to neglect, Specsavers is being whisked away. Look at the scene in front of us. I'm bamboozled. Absolutely bamboozled. What more could I have done? How many hot dogs? How many burgers? Oh, goodbye, Four Eyes. That was Specsavers. Oh, shows how much I care about my kids. Oh, I see it is. He's going to be next. I'm just hoping someone comes by. Oh, I mean, she's digging through rubbish. Love that. Is it somebody I literally dare somebody so badly to use the oven right now. We can't do it without one simoleons. But I dare somebody, if somebody happened to use, if somebody's just happened to stroll upon the grill and just cook my family an entire meal, that would be great. Karen, I wish you could be caring for us right now. Oh, not the burgers. Not the dreaded burgers. Surprisingly, Boss Baby and this one, I mean, she's not doing great right now. Worst day of her life. It's Isia's birthday. Maybe if we grow up before we get taken away, hopefully that happens. Will it? Not with my luck. Oh, what is this? We can harvest those daisies, sell those daisies for money. Excuse me. I'm far too tense to do this. Oh my God. Well, throw a party then, babe. I completely forgot about foraging for food. I wonder if that would work. We got a lemon. Right, can we eat the lemon? Because this could be our saviour. Oh my God, she ate the lemon. She ate the lemon. Forage for food. You're going to feed your full family on this. We can save this. Right, give that to you. I see ya. Eat plantain. Put the drink down. Oh my God, we've done it. Which is making me think that there is... No, I was going to say, is there a lot challenge or something that is not letting us eat? You know what? No, I was going to think it was a lot challenge. I was going to think it's something along those lines. But it's the UFO burger making me not think that. And maybe if we harvest this basil, then the family can survive. It's working. I'm literally living off the land. I'm going to make her plant the rest of them because we're getting there. We are getting there. Oh, she's having fun by gardening as well. That is beautiful. Boss Baby aged up. He's earned a bonus trait. Unhappy. Understandable. Oh, I don't want to do, I want to do angelic. I just want to make it easier for me, you know. We've only got so much basil to go around. Oh no, we've contracted an ailment. The ailment is the child whisked away. Simoleon fever. Machna has heard of a productive cough, but a profitable one? That's new. This uncomfortable ailment makes us sporadically cough up simoleons. I mean, do we make money from it? Because I'll have it. $1, make me holler. No name aged up. You can be independent. I mean, they've also got the unhappy infant trait. Oh, and they've also got my hair. Look at my baby. Don't be sad, darling. Don't be sad because it's literally going to get so much worse. We now have 20 basil. My children can eat. That is actually hilarious that they cannot eat a cooked meal. They said, babe, we're living off the land, literally. Okay, we're taking this very seriously. Oh, Four Eyes swiped an object while she was at school. Love that. The kids can play with that. Where is it for? Oh, it might be, you know what? It might be in our family inventory. I will. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, it seems like she's swiped another one. Well, thank you, darling. Kids will love that. Oh, they actually can't play with them. Okay. Oh, what was the point in that, Four Eyes? Forage for food. Oh, we have an ability point. Yes, enchant that plant. Oh, I see you aged up. Finally. Creative. I'll have it. Close my eyes and pick. Mortar. We nearly lost you, I see you. We nearly lost you. Now forage for some food. You've got to earn your keep. Oh, we have another ability point. Thank you. I got a point. We'll do warm force because then if we're nice to our neighbours and stuff, it will benefit us. I see you badly needs rest. Sleep on the floor then. I will say it's not that intuitive. Like, I'm a fairy. I mean, I don't even have to be a fairy. I'm a child. I can click on the floor. I can click sleep here. But if I'm a toddler and I want to go to sleep, I can't do that. I click on the floor, I'll go here, sit here. So I have to click on myself, nap on ground. I do feel though, like we're kind of getting on top of things. I mean, nobody's particularly thriving, but we've only had one kid taken away from us. And we don't have any infants anymore. All in all, yeah, you know what? I'm pretty proud. Oh my God. Babe, just go to bed. Oh, Boss Baby is very hungry. I actually don't know if we have any food. Yeah, we do. Harvest all. How long does our ailment last? Because we're still... Normally we're ailment. We've got another ailment. Occasionally, Machna catches a whiff of herself and it's really funky. Whenever she notices this, some unwanted guests arrive. Norms. Oh no. No, please, I'm just trying to make a living for my daughters. Right, boss baby, eat, eat, eat. Oh no. Oh, they're protecting. A gnome just used their powers to protect enemy sims to scare them away. The Grim Reaper to scare them away if you and revive your sim if dying. That is brilliant. Do you do anything for social services? Oh, is that all the basil? Sorry, kids. Only one of you gets to eat today. We're a rank 2. We are a glowing fairy. Love that for us. Manifest seed or forager fair. Forager fair 100% because I need to feed my children. Fairies and vampires cannot call the privy bush because they don't have bladder needs. But my child literally... I don't know what to tell you. My child has a bladder. He's special. Oh, look at my tree. Oh, the ghastly ghostly gnome. He cleans. Honestly, this ailment is actually working really well for me. It's like I've got my own private maid. So, ail me as long as they want. Don't you see his stomach is rumbling? My best get foraging for food then. Oh my god, there's our basil. I'll place this in the world. This will be our backup. Because what is going on right now? They're alive. Oh my god, you better eat this because your mom is trying to plant it. Reach natural living level 3. Eating harvestable foods will also better satisfy his hunger. That is brilliant news for me. Usually there's public bathrooms like whenever you play somewhere. And this is kind of a public bathroom, but the Sims don't automatically go there when they need a wee. Oh, babe, your fashion is an ailment. Maybe I should do empowers herself even more when unburdening other Sims of their negative emotions. So gains extra emotional force when absorbing negative emotions. I think that one. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty negative household. Not much happens here. Life is nasty, brutish, and short on this lot. Also, we've got pixies. Pesky pixies. Do we have like a storage box that we could put food in or something? I'm gonna look. We have 226 simoleons, which has been earned somehow. Maybe by that coffin ailment. It would be a lot easier if I didn't have to keep it all in the inventory and then put it one by one on the floor. It would be a lot easier. So I'm thinking maybe in storage. I mean, there's that. What about off the grid? Snack bag? I've never actually used that before, so I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I'll give you a lamp. So can I then put the... No, okay. No, because then that's not living off the land, is it? If you just use this to have a quick meal. I wanted like literally storage. I might have to delete the lamp. Okay. We had a good run. Don't break your backpack. I can't put food in there. Please. Locker? I mean, this isn't living off the grid. Like I'm really... Nope. Right, okay. So, guys, if we want food, we're going to have to individually ask our mother to put it on the floor one by one. Oh, never mind. He's actually planting them all. You have school. We've got lots of seed packets. That is, in fact, a diaper. Okay, I thought it was a seed packet. Well, we may as well open them. What have we got? Oh, cherry, parsley, snapdragon, sage. Well, there is lots for us to eat here. I want to see if I get my own... How much is that? 650. Where's that toys that my child brought home? I'll just have that. Yoink, yoink. That was 345 simoleons. Oh my god. That gnome does not look nice. Oh, wait, we have lots more seed packets to open. It's the last day and there's not much else. We've kind of established that we my god, there's even more seed packets. We've established that we can live off the land even with infants, but it's incredibly hard and counterintuitive. Is it fun? Yeah. Is there any more seed packets? Any more? Any more? Right, now I want to sell something that we won't use. Maybe the daisies. The chrysanthemums. And then if we buy, do we buy an oven? Maybe, right. Open. I didn't want to do this because I wanted it to be like literally off the land. If we use the fridge to kind of keep stock of everything that we've got, I want to see if we cook a meal from all of this, if it will work, or if my kids will still be starved. No available counter space. Hang on. Sorry, I feel very silly. I forgot about that. Use fresh ingredients. I might use the... Oh, wait, no, you don't have it. Oh my god, I was thinking I might use the live off the land thing, but that came with cottage living, where you can only use the food that you grow. We'll do off the grid. Cook off the grid. We can do... That actually works. Tomato soup, and it's free. Family size. They've got C's. Honestly, I'm really impressed with that, considering. Grab a serving and eat. Eat. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. They're not eating. They can only eat fresh food. Why you not like my soup? I'd be sad too. I haven't actually checked if this is this family specific thing or if this is something that actually happens. I'm going to save and go to manage worlds. We're going to load up the pancakes because naturally I've only been playing with fairies. Fairies don't have hunger. Fairies don't have bladder. I wonder, is it because they are fairies? So it's a glitch in that way. Right. Eliza. Now that's his wife. Wait, do we have a grill outside? Because I'll do it on the grill. Grill hot dogs. The dreaded and the cursed hot dogs. Oh, there's a fire. Yeah, naturally. Okay. Of course. These hot dogs are cursed. She's cooked them, grab a serving, and she eats it. Okay, so now I'm going to do test and treats on, Kaz.full edit mode. We're going to add a child. Boom, a child. Play with genetics. Fairy. Can you come up here? See, fairies, child fairies still have hunger and they still have bladder. So can you come here and grab a serving and then eat it? Yeah, you're eating it, so it's not fairies. What the frick? Is it fairies specifically in Innisgreen? Let's try the Summer Dream family. You know what? I'm even going to try it on the same place if I can find it. Where are you? Here, I'm going to have, I mean, you're dazed. I don't know if you're in the right mind to do this. I'm going to have Titania cook some hot dogs. Hopefully there's no fire. There is a fire hazard. Right, okay. At least the fire never happened though. And now I would like you to come and grab a serving. Watch it work. What the damn dickens? I'm so confused. What about if I remove off the grid? That shouldn't make a difference though, but... Well, no, because I've only just added off the grid anyway. I'm going to make tomato soup again. My God, they're eating. Are they eating? Yep, he's eating. She's eating. Are you eating? He's eating. Can you eat? Can you eat?
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Guys, I swear to God, if I hadn't have recorded the entire part up to this, I would genuinely think that I was just lying. Because what the... I mean, do you know what? At least this makes it easier. Wait, but can they eat from... Because that was kind of cheating. Living off the land is not literally having a kitchen. Oh, they can eat the cursed hot dog. Brilliant. Okay, so I've just struggled for a week for no reason. Builds character though. I do feel stronger as a person, you know. And even with my kids not being able to eat, I still lasted a week and only got one kid taken off me. And I think that's beautiful. Well, it's Saturday. It's not a full week, but we've discovered lots about the game. Lots of glitches. I don't know what it is about my PC because I've been playing this. I've been playing the expansion pack and I've been having a lot of fun and I haven't came across any glitches. And then the second that I'm doing like a face cam recording, my game's like, oh girl, we gotcha. I had fun, at least. I hope you enjoyed the ride. And if anybody's curious, yes, I did already leave the lot and save the game and changed into the household and came back. I don't know why it worked the second time. Oh well. I don't know what it is about this pack. I wanted to play with it so badly. I mean, it is coming up to my birthday soon, but it did kind of feel like when you see your birthday presents wrapped and you know that they're going to be yours soon, but they can't quite play with them. That is how I felt while I was at Flamingo Land and the fairies pack was at home on this PC. And I just really wanted to get to grips with it. I wanted to bond with it in ways that I'd never bonded with anyone before. I wouldn't even say it's my favourite pack. It's up there, but I wouldn't even say it's my favourite, but I just had a whale of a time. I decided with all of my skills, because I am unequivocally the best simmer, the fastest simmer, speed simmer, best swimmer. None of those things are true, but I am a very strong swimmer. I'm actually not that good at playing The Sims. I just have a lot of fun. So I decided to take my lack of skills and general disorganization and put all of those things together into the worst possible thing for those combination of behaviors. And I decided to do a speed run. I do actually have a video of me trying to beat speedrun records. I've never released it. I might put it on my second channel if that is something that you would want. I actually did beat some of them, but for most, not even close. So I decided to try and speedrun this new pack. I wanted to get to the top of the fairy level because when I'm playing with the cults in my own gameplay, I never get to the top of the level. I'm a quitter. I'm a sitter and I'm a quitter. I was elected to lead, not to read. But I had a calling and I wanted it to be answered. I wanted to feel what it felt like to finally be at the top of the occult ladder. So I entered Me Fuzz a Fairy. Now you might be thinking that is such an interesting name. Well, actually, it's actually just me if I was a fairy. Sped up. Me Fuzz a Fairy. Me Fuzz a Fairy. I wanted something literal, you know, to the point. And I thought, naturally, if I'm a fairy, I want to be pink. So I had pink hair and then I was like, but you know what? I was actually a bit disappointed in Creative Sim because I was like, where are all of the fairy skins? Where is my pink skin? But actually you have to go into the fairy form and then turn the skin pink and then go back to the sim, which is kind of annoying. I wish they were available in debug because why can I make a green sim but I can't make a pink sim? What, like at what point? A bit of a faff on. Now obviously this is not the pack for realism, so if you're expecting realism, babe, just put the card away. Step away from the EA app. I decided to follow the unrealistic dress code though. I was trying out quirky makeup so much I almost considered the Mac collab. I couldn't do that to myself though, and I couldn't do that to you guys either. I'd be like, it'd be an offense to you guys. It'd practically be the same thing as me putting the eyeball ring on, which I almost did one time because I didn't realize that the eyeball ring was like this sacre bleu thing in the Sims franchise, and every outfit is on theme. I wanted every outfit to be able to be like, this is a girl who is in love with the plants. The earth speaks to her and she speaks to the earth. She holds hands with blades of grass. She's got Mother Nature right up. And when I was picking the traits, I did kind of want to be disruptive because that's just the type of gameplay that I love. Like it just gets me so excited. But I thought, no, there is a time and a place for that. And it is not here. It is not here. So I decided to make it easy for myself and I gave myself the mystical trait, hoping that it would build my fairy skills faster. I actually think it did. The loner trait, because I don't want to be bothered by my social need going low. And then also loves outdoors because spoiler alert, she's got no choice about that. So I might as well make it a hobby for her. And then the fairy stories aspiration, which I'd never experienced. I almost forgot about wings as well. I had to go back in the end and customize the wings. How could I forget about the wings? The entire selling point of this pack is pretty much down to the wings. The amount of jokes that revolve around wingspan. Afterthought to me, apparently. And as for my house, I did not want something pretty. I wanted something efficient. And I failed in that regard. But this is my first experience playing the pack. So I didn't know at this point that upon puberty, Sims actually lose their bladder if they're a fairy. I did actually end up building like a toilet and a shower. I mean, she did use the shower, but you can also just go ahead and those plants right there, jump on in, babe. So I did end up building a bathroom. The gag is the bathroom, the most useless part, which I wasn't to know, is actually the part that spent the most amount of effort on. I curved that roof and everything. And for what? Guests to use my toilet? I think not. I did make an apothecary station too, and I don't know what came over me. I did go to the effort of landscaping, and by landscaping, I mean I put 2 flowers down and I did put some terrain paint. Is it the minimal amount of effort I could have gone to? Yes. But also she's a fairy who lives in the woods, who loves the earth, and you're asking me to just disrupt the earth, pour concrete slabs on top of the living, breathing blades of grass in Innisgreen. No. I'm sorry. Have a word with yourself. And then as for the actual speed run, I started and I was like, I'm going to make so many potions. You've got an ailment, babe. Come to me. Come to mama. I will solve it. General cold, solved it. Guinea pig fever, solved it. But then I discovered, and I did kind of already know this, but I think because of the impracticality of seasons, it kind of dampened it a bit. I love plants. I love a bit of green. I mean, to be fair, I've been saying in my builds for years, I love a bit of foliage, but I didn't realise how much I actively loved being active in the creation, the nutrition, the maintaining of said foliage. I'm like a Jekyll and Hyde, and one part of me is on apothecary and the other part just loves plants. I felt like the chip on the left hand side, the way that I was just revolving, that I had plants on the brain 24/7. I had a growing station. Eat lamps. So yeah, because I was so focused in the plants, I actually didn't make as much of a headway into the apothecary skill as I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to get to the top of the level of that. Absolutely not. I did not even come close, I'll be honest. But I'm willing to hold my hands up. I'm not a very good simmer. I'm not very good. I'm not very efficient. If there's a skill to be built, I will build it extremely slowly, or will make my sim work overnight and get him no sleep and then ruin the flow and think, well, I'm not having fun now. Exit the game. So I'm not very good at it. So building skills, not my forte. I mean, I know that I preferred the plants, but this was like a semi-form of torture. How slow they built the apothecary skill. And I'm thinking like, I must be doing something wrong here. If this is not a glitch, it could be a glitch. You never know. But it's also extremely probable that I'm playing the game wrong. But yeah, I think maybe that's also why I was so obsessed with plants, because the apothecary skill was just dawdling and dawdling and dawdling and dawdling. And the plants were immediate. Instant gratification. And the plants helped me build my fairy skill so fast. I was unlocking things left, right, and centre. I was nurturing nature. And then I got the growth eruption power. I was unstoppable, bending things to my will. I abused it. If I just planted it, I didn't care. Regenerate my energy, get back on over there, boom, fully mature plant. I was having the time of my life, and honestly, it was raining simoleons. Like, yes, I was really enjoying the process, but I was making a lot of money doing it. If you want a speed run, rags to riches, it's right here, Bill. Also, there's Fables in the game, and one of the Fables had me go to a secret world, and I'm so sad that there's only 2 of these in The Sims. And I just want to take a second to remember how Fallen Soldiers the worlds, because they don't do them anymore. And I'm pretty sure I remember reading that they don't do secret worlds because nobody used them, and I fear that that may be the actual point of secret worlds, because if they were just like open to the public 24/7, I fear they would not be secret, they would just be worlds. Just something to ponder on. Just something to think on. Write it down, take it away, think on it. Bring Victor back! Do you carry a lunchbox? It's just a picture of 6 Sam. But I have a lot of fun, which is what matters to me personally. So about halfway through, I thought, God, I forgot about the career. So I did join the Naturopath career, but I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, I gave it a go. I hit it with my best shot. Naturopath. Some things are just not meant to be said in a borough accent, and I stand by that. And as much as I forgot about the Naturopath, the entire speedrun, I did try it, and then I did end up forgetting it for the entire rest of the speedrun. It reminded me of the vet situation in The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. I had one client, cured him. During this Naturopath, it's like childcare is really difficult, and there was nobody else I could trust my childcare to, if not a gnome. And this gnome did hit, right, granted, he did take care of my plants. He did do that. He also did leave an ungodly amount of seeds, which at first I felt quite spurned. I thought, how dare you do this to me? I've used my pixie dust on you, and this is how you repay me. I was quite glad for it in the end, though. Once I'd opened up all those packets, which was very time-consuming, enjoyable nonetheless, the money I made, babe, POV, you. Get a mirror, babe, look in it, POV, you. Doing a rags to riches, you get this pack, nature skill, sleep on the floor. Also, you can use a shower in the water. You know what? Whatever you do on your own terms, it's not up to me at all. Buy a gnome with whatever money you make, and then go to Everdew, the Mossvale Fairy Hub. You can collect fairy dust every 24 hours. Collect it over a period of days, so you have quite a portfolio of fairy dust to choose from. Then charm that gnome to take care of gardening. He'll drop so many seeds. Boom, you've won. We got to plant the seeds first. But then you just get him to take care of your garden. Free money. And then right when my garden was getting to the best bit, like I had the aura plants. I think I had the electric one. I forget what it's called. I had this rainbow one. Oh, it was gorgeous. And then right when that happened, I reached the top of the fairy ranks, and I was so sad. I've just finished watching America's Sweetheart season 2. And when the girls are saying goodbye to Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders for the last time, they're like, I know I gotta move on, but I don't think I'm ready. That's how I felt. I didn't want to, I even tried to stall a little bit. I was like, right, well, I've got some death plants. Might as well plant them before I finish the recording, but we gotta move on. And I trust in the Lord's plan for me. I do. Don't know if you'll be able to recognize me because I'm so dark and scary right now. Like, I'm the darkest and most mystical fairy that ever did exist. I'm also, I have to turn the lights on because I got a headache. But I wanted the introduction to be well lit. So, false advertising. Boom. I'm really enjoying the fairies pack so far. And I haven't even delved into what I think I will enjoy the most about the pack. I wanted to save it until I was dressed up as an evil fairy, because you can actually go through this pack and benefit from the demise of others. It's not only legal, which it always has been in Sim Nation, to be fair. If you're a fairy, it's also a very esteemed path to walk. Esteemed by me. So that's what I want to do today. I just want to get to as high as we can being a fairy by just being evil. How much of it do we actually have to be good in order to progress? Or can we fully get there through being evil? Disclaimer, I'm not the best at playing The Sims. If you've watched any of my videos, you'll already know this. I'm not the best speedrunner. There are probably a million better ways to do any type of gameplay. But do you know what I do have? Fun. I would like to introduce you all to Ebony Darkness Ravenway. One of the names had to be cut out there because it just did not allow for a name of that caliber. So here is Ebony Darkness Ravenway. She's a goth and her nickname is Enemy. I am loosely based on her with my outfit. This is her as a fairy. She is disruptive, evil, and mean. A triple whammy, if you will. And I thought Chief of Mischief Aspiration. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'd be very happy to be wrong about this. I don't actually think that there is specifically an evil fairy route to go down. You know what? I'm actually going to try that just to see if this does allow for an evil fairy or if it's all focused on the good fairy. My evil fairy does have type 1 diabetes, not because she's evil, but because my nephew's got type 1 diabetes. And he really likes it when he can see people that have the same devices that he has. So, Roman, you can be good and evil with type 1 diabetes. Don't let type 1 diabetes stop you from doing evil things. If you're also watching this with type 1 diabetes, do not let your low blood sugar stop you from wreaking havoc onto the world. Her blood sugar often reads 6.66. And then this is Ebony Darkness Ravenway's fairy form, which is exactly the same because I like to have them matching. On the back of the wings, we do have a couple of special guests. We've got 666 and I'm evil. You know what? Sorry, I'm just going to check. Is there actually an option in free paint mode to... Right, okay, yeah. So there is an option to unmirror the painting. So I didn't have to have the reflection there, but it's always good to have a reflection of yourself, to know what you're putting out into the world and see that gaze of it reflected upon you. So that's the back of the wings. And on the front, I've just got boo. Too scary. Oh, and she's also got these new teeth, which I really like. Flash 'em. Now that's a canonical fairy. And I know, because I've met one. Oh my god. Oh my God. Guys, like nature will always find a balance. And I'm here trying to unleash evil into the world. And I've just got monster in my eye. I mean, to be fair, I'm looking to kill people. So getting a bit of monster in my eye is not necessary. It doesn't necessarily negate the damage that I want to inflict. Let's go. Do I want to live in a tree? Is it an evil tree? It's not. I know this because I've already been there, but I might go in here and purchase home anyway. I want this looking like the witch's grotto from Hansel and Gretel. I want this to be the house that the neighborhood kids warn their children about. I want to be used in a fable to teach a lesson. Now, above all, I am lazy, so I do many things when few things do trick. That is my motto that I live by. So I am just recolouring. And also these plants, as much as they make this home a lovely abode, are much too pleasant for me. Okay, the pistol, or how you say, resistance. The house is finished. I actually built it all myself. I put up every single beam in this house and it was all designed by me. It was actually done by another simmer and I just recolored every colour to a potentially evil colour. And also got rid of most of the stuff because actually the only thing that we really need to focus on is being mean and apothecary. And apart from that, fairies don't need to, I mean, they do need to sleep, but I don't need a bed because we can just sleep here. Regenerate emotional force. We don't need to go to the toilet. We do need to get a shower though. I did forget about that one. But thankfully, look how beautiful this shower is. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, it's got a hidden plum bob in it. Wow. Love that. I really like the bath too. I don't think I'll actually end up using them that much because it's very specific. But maybe. These would be good for a spa. Befriend 2 fairy sims. See, I don't want to befriend people. That's just, it's not about me. First step. I mean, don't come here looking for a tutorial. Do not. Because Cal Sims guys is probably being like, flowers should be one of the last steps that you take on your apothecary journey. And I'm here like, first step, a plant. Why are you crashing? Hello? Don't fear the Gnome Reaper. I don't have any fairy dust at the minute, but we have our first victim. Invite in. Give bad balance advice. Yell at. Create fairy propaganda.
Do the wall cake!
Mean Sims become happy when they say mean things to other Sims. That we do. Mock outfit. This isn't even to do with fairies. I'm just being mean. She actually ended all conversation there. She's like, do you know what? I'll stop you right there. Another one. By the way, your mum is a llama. You know what? Yeah, we'll go for a fight. Why not? Not the slapping of the face. That's actually hilarious. We won. I was going to say, because that would be kind of embarrassing for us if not. I'm going to absolutely take the piss and ask what their problem is. Fighting is not even necessary to the plot. I just enjoy it. She threw drink holes. What did we even do to deserve that? Get out of my sink. We did deserve that. We did deserve that. Yep. She said, I'm just going to give you a word to smack a Rooney before I go. I'm just going to rude introduction to everybody that we meet. We do need a friend though. Who should our friend be? I think his wife. We have an ability point. We gain the power to cure or inflict ailments on other Sims. Absolutely this one. I really like this. Apply ailment. Which one will get your wife to leave you and have her fall in love with me instead? Greeny meanie. Oh no, I would hate if you just went home and were mean to your wife. I know somebody who could go around and reassure her, of course. And I'm gonna jeer. Been eating sweet corn the way that you're a green giant. This is amazing. Apply ailment. Oh my God, I thought there was a spider on me. It was just this flower thing hitting down. Oh God, I would have ended the video. It would have been my karmic retribution, yes, but I would have ended the video. And then for Karen, you know what? I'll attract gnomes around you. And we get another ability point. I love it. And I'm going to have wicked force gain. Can we put multiple ailments on you? Can I also give you the burning passion ailment? At what point will you die? Oh, this is amazing. If we're mean, I can just insult you, slap you silly, imply your mum's a llama, and I benefit from it. That's not very neighbourly. Mock outfit. Well, I do need to make friends though. Oh, well, I've lost one friend. Do I actually need to do apothecary? Yeah, no, because I can still give them noxious gas and everything, so I've got insufficient skill. Right. Die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. And we're living long enough to become the villain, okay? We're just now a hero arc at the minute. Why can't I... Ooh, I'm starving for some emotional force. Right. Why can't I use this to regen it? Does it need to be outside? Because I can place it outside, not a bit of bother. Oh, yes, okay, right. Problem solved. I was really like, seriously, guys, I'm supposed to be punching other people, not myself. Diane. I know that we're enemies. Let's have a house party together. Bum. You know what? Anastasia Whipple. Let's whipple you into shape, babe. Get in my house. Oh, we have an ability point. I literally don't even know how we came across that. Oh, I don't really want any of them. I'm just going to wait because I don't want any. Can I potentially bring you to life for gardening? I just love the way that they hobble around the place when they actually move. It's so funny to me. Right, let's go make some memories. Let's go find some romance. He's taking their daughter inside as well. Fairy Queen Mara, you do not need to watch this. I made quite a stir over in Chestnut Ridge and I'm still not sure if I'm allowed back there. I was all real manic pixie dream girl until I got a cure. Who were you flirting with? She likes us. She really likes us. Hello? Hello? She just came out of me. But do you know what? I did upset her at first, so I understand why she's not trying to be my friend. Knock on door. That's what I get for trying to follow a tiny fairy that appeared out of my head. When the true prize is here. Where are you? Hello? Oh, upstairs. She's waiting for me. Oh, she's coming downstairs. She's coming to see me. Asked to swing with. Oh. Previously on the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I can end this conversation now. I have one fairy friend. Do you think Mara would count as another friend? I can't push her on the swing. I'll just do a friendly introduction. I could just play... you know what? I could play chess. Sorry. Oh, she thinks I'm stinky. To be fair, I am. I just want to be a friend. You know what? It's 9 o'clock. Call it. I made some friends. No enemies, though. I mean, I guess a true enemy I made along the way was myself because I'm not looking after my needs right now. Oh, we have ascended to become a rank 2 glowing fairy. Thank you. I got a point. Got 2 points. I want sway another's emotion for better offer wealth and fairy insight. Oh, do I want that one? But I actually, you know what? I don't need fairy insight right now. I want benevolent absorber. Enemy gains extra emotional force when absorbing negative emotions. I empower myself even more when I'm burdening other Sims of their negative emotions. No, I don't want to help, but I'm thinking if I can sway another's emotion to be in a mood and then I'm like, I'll yoink, I can use that to my benefit. Also, I am so incredibly stinky right now. It's hard work being a fairy. Blood, sweat and tears going to this. Also, that gnome is really good because all of my plants are ready to evolve and I haven't even touched them. Oh, you know what? I could disturb plants, but I'd rather do that to somebody else's plants, not my own. And I'm going to work on apothecary for a while before we head out into the wilderness. I don't even know why I've got a kitchen. I don't need a kitchen. Oh, Mara, perfect. Yes, you can come over. I need a friend. You know what? As an adult, I don't think that friend should be a child, but I'll take what I can get. Oh, we did it. Mara, you can go home now. I have no use for you. In fact, before you go, sway Mara's emotion. Oh, scared. Bibbidi bobbidi. Boo. Is she like that? Mara, you've got your priorities all wrong, my love. And I can just do this as many times. I do need to visit the Mossville Fairy Hub 3 times to progress, so I think I will go over there and conduct some business that makes everybody else miserable. I just feel like that's on my cards right now. Oberon, I'm going to sway your emotion to be sad. I think my favourite thing about this pack is being able to instantly fly somewhere. I know that you can do that with Teleport Sim, but then I have to have cheats on, and then I'm like, oh, I've got cheats on. I can just cheat up this need. He's not feeling sad. I mean, I guess I'm only swaying, not changing, but maybe sad just isn't his overarching emotion. No, he's feeling focused. I'm so close to another point. I'm just gonna yell at you. I need to get my emotional thingy up. So fight actually takes away emotional force. I do have an ability point though, which I'm not going to spend till we get to the next one. Is there any plants? Oh wait, I actually need to sponge bathe in bathroom. The wild lightning root. What happens if I disturb that? Will I get electrocuted? Okay, so I didn't get electrocuted, but I did pretty much kill it. Can I just go around killing all the plants? I know that there's aura petals behind the Summer Dream household. Can I do anything to you? How are you feeling? You look angry. I'm feeling angry. I feel like no one understands me. I feel big feelings all the time and yet no one asked me about it. Well, you just did. Thanks for that. This happens every Tuesday. I really need to unpack these feelings. Alas. I had a marvelous time ruining everything. Could I take my own ailment off? No. What ailment have I even got at the minute? Sonic sinuses. Well, if I can't do that, then I guess I'll just disturb plants. Disturb it a little bit more. It actually has no impact on anything. Wait. Dispose of dead plant. It did actually have an impact. Horticulture hates to see me come in. Spruce Derry Grove next. I'm going to water all of these. Try and get the plantiness of them moving along. And while we wait for that to grow, I'm going to find some plants. I mean, to be fair, darkness is probably not the best time that I could have picked to have done this. I don't even know if there's any plants here. We can fertilize that, but we don't actually have a bladder. So what does that look like? This is just me being curious. Test subject is approaching the bush. Test subject is entering the bush. Oh! Test subject is pissing in the bush, despite the fact that test subject does not have a bladder. I know that fairies have to do with plants more than fishing and things, but I wish there was more around the world I could impact. Well, we do have mushrooms. Disturb. That doesn't even get me any... So I'm doing this out of the own goodness of, well, the own evilness of my heart. So I was going to say, why don't we get some house plants and kill the house plants? But there's no point. It's literally not doing anything to me. Oh, what's the point of being evil if it doesn't benefit me? I'm going to be mean to Spruce Almighty. I want you to be embarrassed because honestly, the fact that the entire world knows about your failed romance with Mother Nature, shame on you. And I'm going to give him the burning passion ailment. Hee hee. Oh, something is weird is going on with his head. It's like the depth perception doesn't work at that specific angle. Does anybody care about this? Because this is the type of stuff that really intrigues me. Oh, wait, no. This angle too. I wonder what that's the key to. The Garden of Eden. Cassandra? Can't do anything. You know what? We are really tired. Let's just go home. We need to enchant 3 items as well. Visit the Mossvale Fairy Hub. And reach Glimmering Fairy rank. We're like over halfway in the Glimmering Fairy rank, so that is doable. So that is doable. Use fairy dust to enchant 3 items. Number 1, I'm going for the gnome. I don't have any fairy dust. Now I should be able to. For gardening. For king and country. And I'm going to enchant plants. I don't actually necessarily need to. This is the first time that a gnome has not dropped an ungodly amount of seed packets, so I'm quite appreciative of these rare plants that I've got. Oh, it's an uncomfortable magic bean. You know what? I'll keep it, because what if we need it for apothecary? Oh, there he goes with his seed packets. Is it nice to get seed packets? Yeah. Is it annoying? You have no idea. It almost makes me consider not enchanting gnomes. Ooh, we have 2 ability points now. So apparently just replenishing emotion force in there gets me more ability points to become an evil fairy than it would doing evil things to people. Oh, Titania. Yeah, you can come over. I would like to apply ailment, burning passion. I want you to be full of burning passion love for me. I want loyal patrons to appreciate my mixology. Not bombard me with requests for fairy dust. Can I have some no? Whippicrimble, Banooby. He's feeling embarrassed. Sway, emotion, scared. Because it might actually be working and I'm not doing it right. No. Oh, wait, no. Now he is scared. Now he is scared. I'll absorb it and I'll make you angry. Now I am a glimmering fairy. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you actually think that your emotions are my fault?
Shrinkle yarb.
Shrinkle yarb yourself. I have now access to abilities like shift luck, project emotion, and growth eruption. I want to shift another's luck. I want to do everything awful. Fairy, shift luck, decrease. I'm just going to take a quick break while she is sleeping because she might not have a bladder, but I do. My chair literally hadn't even stopped spinning by the time she gets out of that house and causes chaos. I'm so proud of her, honestly. I get so excited whenever her hygiene's down because this shower is so beautiful to me. But for some reason, she's not going to use it. Anyway, babe. You need to take a shower. Now, I will say I have had to reset her a couple of times. You're literally obsessed with me, hon. And you? Are you not my enemy? Well, you're about to be Diane Bennett. What ailment have we got? Sonic sinuses. I know that we're in the middle of a fight, but I am just going to just pause after the fight to make the sonic sinuses cure because my sim keeps being miserable. Oh, she beat me this time. Well, I'm going to give you bad balance advice. And I'm going to sway your emotion to scared because you're so scared of me. And then... to be an extra bitch, I'm going to decrease your luck. And then I'm going to fight you again. See how far you get this time. Oh, wait, it's going to take me a while. Just wait. Just Diane, just wait for me to craft my sonic sinuses. Just hold it right there. Yep. You got to hold it right there. Now, hopefully her luck has been negatively shifted enough that we win this fight.
Gorba, Ribbo.
Excuse me. You know what? Let's throw a dance party. Work it out in the remix. We now have this... oh, wait. We've got quite a lot of cures, actually. Sonic sinuses, eat. I'm going to shake you for fairy dust, and then we're going to be on our way to the Mossvale Fairy Hub. I'm not going to lie, I did charm this gnome with protection, and then he made our friend, well, I was going to say, not friend, opposite friend, enemy, Diane, leave. She was like, I think I should get going now. But it did say that the evil gnomes are watching you. Gnomes brought to life for protection will defend a household with their lives, thwarting evil gnomes and even the Grim Reaper. Warning, evil gnomes are watching this prohibitive use of fairy magic. Use with caution lest you anger the gnome high council. And I kind of low-key want to anger the gnome high council, so I'm going to do that again. That is literally my ride or die. Look at him. King bounding out sponge bathing bathroom. Beautiful. Which fairy path calls to ebony darkness? Discordant. All right, so now it's just Discordant Fairy. This sim embraces the desire to manipulate the world around them. That I do. From influencing look or emotions to instantly breaking objects and has fun doing it. I didn't know we could instantly break objects. Now that is fun. Trigger fear of magic on a sim. There's only one sim I want to do this to. Willow Creek, here we come. Eliza? She's gone in a witness protection program. What is happening? Where, oh where has Eliza gone? Eliza. Did they die? I think they died. You know what? I'm actually going to go Willow Creek. I know that it's not relevant to the plot, but I'm going to go there because the last time I was at the Pancakes household, there was a fire. Not on this save though, but I'm thinking, is that what happened here? No, it's a mystery. Currently not in world, and they can't even afford their own house. This is a fresh save. Moving. Sorry, but there's only one sim that I want to be fearful of my magic. Well, there's many sims that I want to be fearful of my magic, but there's your first is kind of special. So knock on door. Come in, Eliza. I'm going to lure her in with a false sense of security as well, with a friendly introduction. And she's going to think, finally, a friend. Someone other than this boring bastard to entertain me. Actually, I do have some goss on Bob. Maybe I do it to both of them. Maybe they both have terrible luck. Emotional void. Oh, well, we triggered fear of magic. She doesn't seem too scared, though. Oh, no, now she does. Now she does. She thinks we're a vampire. I'm watching Vampire Diaries at the minute. And Silas said, I may need to drink blood to help me survive. I might be immortal, but do not call me a vampire. And that's what that's reminded me of. Bob, I'm not sorry. I am going to actually shift your luck because I need it. And I'm going to give you an ailment too. I feel like he should be cursed with gnomes. Yeah. Right. We need one more. Land grabs it is. And thankfully they hadn't went into the witness protection program before I got a chance to ail them. Nancy. Mock outfit. Oh. Trouble in Paradise? I'm not even going to edit that bit so you know that there is nothing that I done to initiate that. I'm now on Nancy's side. Rude introduction, Jeffrey. Throw a drink. There was nothing in it. That's embarrassing for us. Jeffrey, you're making me really hate you more than I already do. I wish that the ailments could kill you. Maybe they can. He's my new enemy. I'm actually going to go home, work really hard on becoming an Elixir champion, know everything about Elixir, just so I can target Jeffrey. I want him to die. He beat me up. Do you guys have a home gym, perchance? Do you guys have anything I can use to build my muscles really quick? Swim laps. We will get our body skill up. This is all to defeat Jeffrey in battle. Forget the gnome wars. This is the true war. I'm going to absorb your emotion. And then I'm going to go to the gym. Work off some steam. Build some muscle. History is always repeating itself. Don't push me. What does hangry mean? I want to make him embarrassed because I don't think that that's an emotion that man feels. Oh, we're so close to brilliant. And we're fitness level 2. We're emotionally starving. So if you do not mind, I'm going to come over here and see. Oh, okay. No, she did mind. She actually left. I'm going to come over here, steal your emotions. Yay! We are now a brilliant fairy. I mean, I could have told you that. We can now manipulate objects. Spillover sensitivity increases the chance of Ebony receiving a spillover emotion when absorbing emotions. I kind of don't want that though. You know what? I'll have that. Reduces the chance. Magnify all... Why didn't I read this? Magnify all relationship changes that occur when using fairy abilities on another sim. For example, a friendly relationship increases when using a positive ability on another sim. So positive and negative. Nice. Influence another's relationship. You do not know the power you have given me. I think I will fairy, Bob. I'm going to make decrease romantic relationship. Not that there was much there to begin with. Thank you. Bella, hope you don't mind, hun. I'm just going to quickly absorb your emotions again. Jeffrey. Sway Jeffrey's emotion. I'm going to make him tense. He doesn't have a valid emotion to absorb. He's emotionless. So Bella, I hope that you don't... Eliza? Right, okay. So it seems like everybody actually hates me, personally. What about if I fight him? I don't know if you know, guys, we are pretty hench now. We are level 2 fitness. It isn't. No. Yeah, and everybody just watched that happen. And I can't even absorb his emotions from it. I can absorb yours though, Joe Trader. Influence Jeffrey's relationship with with me. Where is his wife? Has he murdered Nancy? You know what? I'm going to ruin his relationship with his son. I think that's what he deserves. Oh, and I'm going to manipulate this object set to burned. I don't know what this does. Don't think I've actually done anything. Right, we are dazed. You know what? Not only dazed, kind of embarrassed. Let's go home, get to the highest bloody hill of the tallest bloody tower. And I'm also going to bring you to life for protection again. I'm sorry. I know that the great gnomes will not like this, but what the great gnomes don't know won't hurt them. But I wish that they would know. Take a shower. Craft. How do we make noxious gas? We need to get our skill up because we're only level 2. I've been neglecting it. I have. Great. We are level 3. I'm building skills. So what feels like is so slowly, but I am balanced. I'm in a good mood lately and is currently feeling balanced. Love that for us. Study apothecary. You know what might actually be easier if I just actually get a bookshelf, a nice comfy chair. Oh, I love reading. I'm actually like, even just picking this out is making me so excited to read my book tonight in bed. And then we can manipulate. Is it only burned that we've got? Purchase books and we'll purchase all of the apothecary ones. And then we'll sit here because I don't think we're building skill fast enough there. Okay, she's not reading it at all. I think fairies can put out fire. I'm just thinking because I've got the burning passion ailment. A fire is rising up from within and threatens to ignite her and anything nearby. I wonder if we did actually start a fire, if we could. I mean, maybe set to burned. Oh, okay, no. So I actually just wasted my own money there, right? Do I still have the books? Yes, so that's fine. That's fine. I was going to say, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Oh, babe, just literally just sit and read. I promise you'll enjoy it. We've read Apothecary Volume 1. Brilliant. Read Apothecary Volume 2. Hop to it. Okay, so that's actually not helping us build our skill. Apothecary Volume 3. Why can't we do that? Set to broken, set to burn, set to dirty. I'm not going to use it on my stuff, obviously, but I am going to use it on Jeffrey Landgrab's when we get to it. This is not improving our skill. That's frustrating. Welcome to Ebony's Revenge. We will be getting Jeffrey Landgrab, potentially Don Lothario. I'd even take Morton McGoth at this point. It may not look it, but I can pack a punch. I do have that ability. Kind of looks like she's got her tits out at the minute. I didn't realise how perfect of a swatch that dress was to my skin. Yes, we are Apothecary level 4. We can now do noxious gas. I'm going to let her go to sleep first though, because I've been running her ragged. I also need to check if we've actually even got the stuff in for noxious gas. No, we need acorns. All right, let's go. It's time to visit my little friend, Apothecary Todd. No, wait, run a business. It's 9:07. Toddrick. It's fine. I'll just forage for apothecary ingredients. I was going to buy off you, Todd, but you're not here. I actually haven't seen him there. Hello? Is he even still the vendor? Return to vendor. I'm looking for the sign that you can click and it shows you who is who, but I never remember where it is on any map. 90% of my time playing The Sims 4 is, and also to be fair, The Sims 3 is just looking around the map for a sign. Is there oh my god, sorry to press the map view. There should be a button. You know how you can press shift and enter to focus in on your home lot? There should be a button where you can press shift and M to focus in on a community board. Because you'd think it'd just be there next to the toilets. Somebody, anybody, everybody freeze. Watch it be in the most random, bizarre location. My god, I'm actually annoying myself. There's Todd. He is still the apothecary vendor. Because a couple of times I've had it where, I don't know where he's gone, do lally, and decided to not turn up for work. But he's there now. Why is he not turning up at the... Why are you not going to work? Is he going to work now that I've reset him? Oh, there's the board. Of course, it's in a random place. I like the used bookstore, though. I might donate my books there. Finally. Oh, I mean, Todd, this business of yours, we need to talk about it. Shop for apothecary items. Now, you shouldn't have to know this because you should turn up for work. But now, at least we know if Todd's not there, look round, look behind bushes. He's a bit of a peeping Todd and he might be there. He didn't even know what I was looking for. I was looking for an acorn. After all that, I'll get some lumps of moss while I'm here though. I also bought a cow plant for some unknown reason. He didn't push that sale on me. Oh, anyone with the cow plant horn feels a sense of dread when it comes to their luck getting worse. Don't I have enhanced eyes? Grants a keen eye, temporarily improving foraging finds, because that is what I need. Oh my god, I might need to give this cow plant horn away because I think it's impacting me. My luck is going down. Yes, we have an acorn. That's fine. We can go home now and create noxious gas. Whew. I've been putting her through the bloody ringer. Like, if she's supposed to be tormenting the rest of the world, I'm actually just here tormenting her. I'll just leave that cow plant horn near you. I want to plant this cow plant. And then I'm going to use my fairy skills. I actually don't even know if I have this fairy skill. I was going to say I'm going to use my fairy skills to make it bloom, but I actually don't think I have that. Mara, you grew up. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, the Cowplant horn glues. I knew it glue. I didn't know it had the tattoo on it. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm so dramatic. For protecting. Warning, evil gnomes are watching this. All of it is evil gnomes. Okay, so you can do these without any pushback. Oh my God, look how many packets we've got. It's just a bit unnecessary. I'm thankful, but I wish you could just click open all packets. It makes me not want to enchant him. Look, I mean, come on, please. And I've got a relatively small garden. I do fear you. Evolve all. I mean, at least my plants are doing amazing. I'm not. I'm going to do a stopwatch. How many plants have I got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counting the cow plant, which I will count. And this is how many seed packets we've got. And I'm going to set a timer to see how long it takes me to open them all. Because yes, he's great with gardening and I get it. It's got to have a balance. These gardening packets are supposed to actually help me. And they do. They make me a lot of money. But poof, start. After all of that, the amount of time it took me to open up all of those packets was 1 minute and 22 seconds. And you know what? I'm going to hold my hands up. That's actually not that bad. I was expecting it to take much, much longer. So 1 minute, 22 seconds to open all of those. Pretty good. And you, to be fair, yeah, I am appreciative. I'm going to sell them all, make a lot of money. And I even got a cowplant berry. You know what's not bad? From all of them, not selling the ones, the cowplant berry and stuff, to 6,437. So actually 1 minute and 22 seconds, I earned 6 grand. I do think I will bring them to life again for gardening because it benefits not only me, but my children. Oh, I can fertilize a cow plant with a cow plant. It's giving feeding a chicken nugget to a chicken. Craft noxious gas. Hee hee hee. Oh, he's even bringing the plants inside. Oh, he didn't even give me that many this time. I've nearly got to the top of being an awful fairy. So I think it's time that we head over to Jeffrey. Wait, no, hang on. Sorry. Nearly time. Practice punching. We just need to get a little bit better. Maybe if we get to the next skill point, we can cast a good luck charm on ourselves, a bad luck charm on Jeffrey Landgrab, fight him, and hopefully we win. I didn't realize he was packing like that. I don't think that's the right thing to say. That's not... I meant packing like packing a punch, not packing... What Jeffrey's packing's got nothing at all to do with me. Officially, level 3 fitness. Oh, yeah, and we also have 24 hours to pay our bills before our power is shut off. Thankfully, I already intend to be dead by then. Willow, oh, wrong world. They have a baby? Guys, your marriage is on the rocks. A baby will just amplify that. Like a lamb to the slaughter. Shift luck, decrease. You deserve it. All right, and then I'm going to just quickly shift my luck to increase. Knock on door. Dear my me, I just need to steal some... Ooh. Tonya, I'll just steal some emotions from you. Thank you, so I can beat up your father. Oh my God, Nancy. Damn, I didn't realize you had fashion like that. We kind of still just have ordinary luck. Fight. Oh my God, the fight is what got me to the top of the fairy rank. Hopefully we win. Everything is resting on this moment. He still won. You know what? I'm going to give you the noxious gas elixir. It's what you deserve. He's not that stinky. Oh, where is your baby? What's the baby called? Sonia and Tonya? Jeffrey. Oh, wait, I am so fairy. I'm going to just add to family. There was actually no point in doing that. I'm going to wait until Sonia is an infant and I'm going to steal the baby. Oh, also, I forgot that we were literally at the top of our game. We can bring a gnome to life. Is this forever? Or is that just without fairy dust? Ages up another sim on the spot. And influence another sentiment. Thank you. Permanently transform another sim into a fairy. Thank you. And I will also have the gnome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And good night. It does not let me age you up. I could technically kind of like low-key kill Jeffrey though. Jeffrey, wake up. He's so scared. We need to manipulate objects. I just want the always welcome. Thank you. I feel really attached to this baby now because I feel like this baby is mine. I also bb.enable free build because, excuse me, don't mind me, guys. Mama's moving in. Regenerate emotional force. How come then it can let me regenerate emotional force here, but then when I tried, when my house was inside on the other one, it didn't let me? How bizarre. Right, so now I'm going to break everything. Wash my hands. I actually did mean to manipulate that object, but I just clicked wash hands, so you know, let's go. And I've now completed that aspiration. Delightfully discordant. And it is a delight. We gain balance and fun when using fairy abilities to apply ailments, influence another's relationship for the worst, project a negative emotion, or age up another. Oh my god, I can age them up. I should have just clicked baby care. Hi, Sonia. I have the max amount of emotional aura. Fairy, more choices, age Jeffrey up. Can we beat him now that he's an old man? He's still winning. He's introducing me to the infant who I am about to steal. I'm going to wait till she's a toddler. Regenerate emotional force. I live here now. I want to influence his sentiment. Oh, with Malcolm. Oh my god, I should introduce him to Johnny Zest and then give him a guilty sentiment. Jeffrey, of course, not Johnny. Yeah, you should feel guilty. Right, I'm going to go home. Sonia. Oh my god, Nancy discovered a fire. Don't go home. I can't do anything. I can set this to unburned. That's good to know. But I will set this to burned. Did I waste a lot of emotional energy there? Probably. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Petty. It says I can enchant any plant. See, with this one, I can click fairy, enchant plant, and nurture nature. I cannot nurture the cow plant. Maybe it's because he's an independent boy. I think if we got lucky liquid. I'm sorry. I'm going to cheat. Who said that? Who said that? I'm so scared. Oh. Wow, we've reached level 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 of the apothecary skill. I'm sorry, it just was not building. Level 10 fitness, level 10 apothecary. Now, I do need to forage for apothecary ingredients. I might have a little visit to our friend Todd. My entire plan is to craft. I want to kill him. I wonder if you can double up on emotion potions. And I could basically scare or anger Jeffrey to death. Oh, this elixir will almost certainly cause a bladder failure. How uncomfortable. I'll have it. Right, let's go see Todd. Okay, he's not there, which I'm taking to mean he's hidden behind a bush, being a peeping Todd again. Which bush was it? Hopefully we find out. Oh, there he is. That's so weird. You tell him, babe. Is that... Ugh. For a second, I thought it was a nervous subject. Right, Todd, I'm waiting for you. No, he doesn't have it. Okay, I can create lucky liquid. Thank you. Thank you, Todd. I mean, you didn't do out, but, you know, you were there. Right, now I'm going to go straight to Oasis Springs, to the land grab family. Wait, I don't think I saw Jeffrey there. Oh, I removed him from the family. I mean, maybe he's still here, though. Jeff, I'm sorry that I removed you from your own family. Did he take the kid and run? Honestly, like, probably for the best. But I will find you and I will kill you. There's Malcolm. Where's Sonia? And Tonya? Sonia. Tonya. There's Tonya. Sonia. Sonia. It stole my kid. What is with Sims today? She's there in the picture. Oh my god, and they had a kid too. Well, we can steal that one. Zest has also moved out. Where is Jeffrey? You know what? I'm going to have to try and go through my relationship panel, invite him there. Okay, note to self, do not add Jeffrey to your family temporarily. Jeffrey would rather not come. Okay, well, what if I get him in on this plot with his wife? Nancy, I'm going to add you to my family, babe. I need you to get your... Oh, we're enemies with him? Oh, Sonia's there. Jeffrey would rather not come. Okay. What if I aged Sonia up? Can toddlers use phones? Jeffrey, what if I ask him on a date? He's declined going on a date. Jeffrey, you are the most elusive man. What if I just drink... I was going to drink a wee drink. That would actually... drink lucky liquid. And now I bet that this is for foraging and stuff. But I don't want it to be for foraging. I want it to impact my actual relationships. Jeffrey, please come over. Come over again. I'll just chat. Do you know what I could do? Genuinely, right? Fairy, regenerate emotional force. Or I could just add Malcolm to my family. He can invite Jeffrey over. Jeffrey Landgrab will be right over. Perfect. Haha. Imply mother is a llama. Fight. If we don't win this, I literally don't know what to do. I've got the man on death's door. Oh, wow. He's... So this is actually what happens in a Sims fight. He's like glitched out of it. It looks like we're winning. But I say this every single time. He still won. How? I'm level 10 fitness. I also, not to be this person, right? Okay, no, so never mind. I changed all of my outfits to that. I am stacked. I've got a six-pack in this game. I mean, do I ever win? He's thrown up in the toilet. He feels sick. Yes! I won! I won! I won! I'm happy now. I think I'll turn Jeffrey into a fairy. Beautiful. I actually want to turn everyone into a fairy. Regenerate emotional force. I love it. It doesn't even take that much out of me. Right, I'm also gonna just quickly, because I'm about to be a mother. I'm gonna cook a birthday cake for my Sonia, my darling Sonia. Forgetting about Tonya. Sorry, Tonya. Add birthday candles. Where is Sonia? Sonia, you're gonna have to be careful, because if you're gonna start crawling about my tree like this. Sonia, she's not there. She knows. Oh my god, he's asleep on the piano. I hate to call a land grab cute, but that is kind of cute. Right, I think it's time to go home. Oh my god, the seed packets. There are so many. I want to see if I can use any of my fairy skills on you. No. Oh. That makes me sad. Oh my god. This house actually came in with a nursery and I thought, well, I'm not going to go at that floor. So there's no point in me deleting anything. I now know that I didn't, like, somewhere in the subconscious of my mind, I knew that being a fairy, I was going to steal a baby and bring them here. I even tried the growth eruption and it still did not impact the cow plant. Maybe it's because the cow plant is supernatural. Also, at a certain point, it is so easy to level up. I just click growth eruption, detect emotions, and now I've already leveled up. I've got 2 ability points and then I've unlocked every single thing. I wonder if anything happens. No. Okay. Okay. Sonia, you've aged up, my love. I'm going to save you. There is a reason I'm doing this, by the way. They moved out. To be fair, I did make Nancy and... bloody hell, what are we going to do? What the hell are we going to do? I mean, I could adopt a child, but why adopt when you can steal? Also, it's just these 2. I'll have you both. Yeah, fine by me. More the merrier. Now, the reason that I wanted to do this is because I actually just wanted to testing treats on Kaz.full edit mode. I wanted to make these into fairies and see what it's like to grow up with a fairy. You know what, Tonya? I'm just going to delete you. Sorry, Sonia, I'm bothered about you. My experience of it so far has just been of an adult. So that's going to be the next part. I had a lot of fun though. Hours and hours I've been sat here. I mean, you can probably tell by the sweat on my face that has increased over time. I've spent a lot of time here. I feel really attached to Ebony Darkness Ravenway. I want to see what it's like to actually raise a fairy. Like I said, I've only been playing with adult fairies and I have played a little bit with toddler and children, but I only tried to keep them alive. I didn't actually try and play with them as fairies. The fact that they were fairies was non-existent to the plot at all. So here is Sonia Landgrab. And are you kidding me? Is that not the cutest thing that you've ever seen? I can't believe that Landgrab is your surname. Oh, and look when you turn them around, they got little butterfly wings. Oh. It don't take much to get me going. It don't take much. Motherhood just changes you, you know. I know that our bedroom is on the top floor, but I might actually, just to make it easier for everybody, move my bedroom. I'm now the toddler. Move the bedroom to the bottom floor. Otherwise, it's just going to be right faff on. And you know what? I'll have my bedroom there and all. All right, perfect. So far, everything is the same. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I literally forgot. I'm so spoiled by the fact that fairies don't have a bladder. That is not a potty. I thought that was a potty. That does look like it'd be the potty size. Yeah, I'm so spoiled by the fact that fairies don't have a bladder. I completely forgot that Sonia will until... At what age do you get your bladder removed? What else will she need? A high chair. Thank God I kept the kitchen. I hate how broken high chairs are. Is it the high chair or is it me? Because I could be the problem. Crushed dreams. I kind of want to do it. Oh, Sonia, I'm so sorry. It's not me. It's the evil fairies. They're in my head. Oh, we fly with the toddler. That's cool. I wonder if you can manipulate a potty to be clean. Oh, we'll need a bath as well. Oh, after all that, we can't even use that bed. Silly me. That's a crib, not a toddler bed. My poor bloody gnome worked so hard to update that bed and all. Jeffrey, do not come in. Fight. Sonia, that's not your dad. I mean, it is a dad, to be fair. But she likes us more than she likes him, so she's sleeping so soundly and I'm literally out here beating a dad up. I wonder if a dance party would wake the toddler up, because it is in the same room. It did. Is that because of the dance party? I'm going to try again, because that could have just been a fluke. But if it did, that's cool. Yes. It does wake them up. But is it because someone was knocking on the door? I just feel like there's too many variables at the minute. No, it definitely wakes them up because she keeps waking up and she is tired. Adopter's care dependent. I will do that. Is it just the fairy house in general, which is why Sonia can't sleep? Because Sonia does keep waking up and I don't know why. Maybe that's just how Sonia is. I think that's just how Sonia is because she's not waking up right now. Okay, a clue. My cow plant. I completed the Magic Beans Plant Sim Challenge collection. Brilliant. I didn't even try. I love that for me, personally. So far, I've not noticed any type of change, but she's deaf or fairy. And at least that's good to know. Oh, wait, we have something. Sonia is a young fairy still learning to manage her emotions. She may feel sudden anger manifested as a burst of energy which can break nearby objects. A teen or older fairy can help her manage her emotions, which will temporarily suppress this effect. However, through continued teaching, Sonia can overcome this entirely. Okay, fairy toddlers and children do have some unique qualities. That is fun. Angry from emotional struggles. Fairy, help manage emotions. Ebony Darkness helps Sonia regulate her emotional bursts. Sonia needs more coaching before she can handle it independently. But for now, the bursts are under control. Okay. It exited out, but I can put it up there. It said watch, so definitely the house has something to do with it. I don't know why this bath it keeps giving me jip. It's now Sonia's birthday, as my notification wall has told me. I'm quite excited, to be honest. Oh, no, my cow plant. Little Simsy, you've got pixies on you, my love. Add birthday. I mean, to be fair, I have the power of aging. Oh, there we go. Still struggling with their emotions, but I literally am a fairy. Oh, I was going to say I'm a fairy. I can help her age up, but I can't. Sonia, you were so cute. I'm sorry that I once upon a time crushed your dreams. I also did kidnap her, but I'm not sorry about that. I'm having to reset them a lot. Right, pick up. Help blow out candles. Come on, Sonia. Things that should work just aren't working. But it's mostly fine. It's just like every 10, 15 minutes I'll have to reset Sim because they'll stop being able to do things. Love her. I love her. I'm going to have a butterfly because a butterfly's close to fairy. Oh, she's angry. I can sway an emotion. Bottle. I'm going to make you feel confident. There you go, my love. I just also, Ebony, we did just absorb that emotion. So actually, if I bottle that emotion, will that take that off you? Yay! Can she sleep in a fairy house? No. But she can shake it for fairy dust, at least. I want to know, if she goes and takes a shower, does she drop fairy dust? Yes, she does. Okay, I like that. I love it, though. Yoink. Oh my god, it's also our birthday. Nice. Yeah, try for that, baby. I remember when I wanted to have your baby. Are you being mean? Oh, wait, no. She's just playing with him. I'll allow that. Oh, you can make so much money from the seed packets because they give you rare flowers like the death flower, so you can just earn 16 grand like that. It's beautiful. I have 170k in the bank. Kids can't use this, which I know. Kids can use this to use the bathroom and the toilet, which is great because they do have bladders. Their bladders get surgically removed upon... I want to see if they get surgically removed upon being a teenager. And I can't just make you grow. Oh my god. We don't have a toilet. Sacre bleu. What kind of appearance am I? I'm going to cook another one. So we can't see them kind of get angry. They drop fairy dust. With a shimmer of magic, Sonia's transformed into a teen fairy. Embrace her newfound wings and discover the wonders of this enchanted world. We will now gain fairy experience from fairy-related activities. With enough fairy experience, she will be able to purchase new abilities. Her needs panels have been updated, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, we no longer have a bladder. I think we've pretty much got access to everything. Yeah, we can go on the apothecary and everything. But now that that is complete, I actually want to die. I just want to absorb emotions until it kills me. Until I get the warning. Oh, Jeffrey, why are you always so elusive? Get off my lawn. Oh, I need to be careful. Absorb. Minor hysterical overload.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I've become overloaded with positive emotions. Major hysterical overload. It's gonna happen. I've also got 5 ability points and I can't use them. Oh, I'm imbalanced. I'll still go. Critical hysterical overload.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Is this the one? Yes. I'm dying from laughter. I wonder. Sorry, hang on. Let me just get my inventory up. Oh, I only have one thingy of fairy dust. I mean, there's one. I was going to say, if we have the fairy dust, we can use it for protection. Right, there's 2 fairy dust in there. You have 1 fairy dust. As our mum is literally dying. Ooh. There's been a diversion. Right, okay. Yeah, she's dead. I mean, it's taken a while. Ebony darkness has passed away. It's what she would have wanted. And the other one is emotional starvation. So I'm just going to detect emotions again and again. But it's getting our emotional force up. But I have also had emotional force being down, dangerously down. Oh, she's using the fairy dust to regen the emotions. Well, we can't do that. So I need to go take a bath because we need 1 extra thingy of fairy dust for protection. Because before we die from emotional starvation, I want to die by cowplant and have the gnome save us. There is no fairy dust. What if? Collect daily fairy dust ration. Thank you. Right. Instant fly here. Bring gnome to life with fairy dust for protecting. And then eat the cake. Don't spit us out. Keep nomming. No, keep nomming. Oh. Well, I'll wait till he's hungry. Right, the cow plant is once again active. Bring to life with fairy dust for protecting. Thank you, good sir. And eat the cake. We're being devoured by a cow plant. Will we make it out alive? I sure hope not. What? Okay, that was particularly aggressive. No. But we will make it out alive, hopefully, if this gnome has anything to do with it. Gnome! Oh, he's got... Yes, he's coming. He's coming. I think it's like the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing to each other. It looks like the cow plant's in trouble. And put her down! Oh, he's going for a different role. 3 amigos. It looks like we're dead. Oh! Oh! Thank you. Thank you, Grim. Thank you, gnome. Oh, now is the gnome angry? Give future cube. I hope that this doesn't annoy you. Oh, no, he doesn't like us. Tell secrets? No. All of my plants. You were supposed to protect me. Kick him. Oh. Oh. Right, okay. Oh, man, no, they're all dead. Are you kidding me?
You can make so much money if they give you rare flowers like the death flower.
I'm alive, but at what cost?
So you can just earn 16 grand like that. It's beautiful.
I was about to make 30,000 simoleons off those. That doesn't feel very fair. My plants are dead. Me mum's dead. Me bath's broke. Oh my god, they're still here. I need to buy another gnome and I need to get this gnome for protection. Which gnome to the rescue? I don't trust the Reem Nope now. Which one looks particularly friendly? The ghastly, ghostly gnome. Because we can say that it's the spirit of me dead mum. For protecting. Protect me against these heathens. There's trash everywhere. He's doing something. Roll, be evil. Roll. Be evil. Oh my god, it's so funny to me how it's literally like the chatting. Oh! No, they've ganged up on my gnome. This is intense. Where is my gnome? This is like a horror film. No, they've fully killed my gnome. Oh, they look happy now. I think they're done. I mean, probably not. I'm gonna barely gnome, bring you to life. Oh, no, we don't have enough fairy dust. All right. I couldn't see how that could be a problem. I just wanted to see what it's like to raise a fairy from... Oh, no. To raise a fairy from being a baby to being a full adult. I didn't want to go to the Gnome Wars Part 2. Okay, yeah, you just go to school. Have a normal day. Tell you what, make friends. I can't believe the state of my garden. Alexander Goth. Why he a bald bitch, first of all? Oh, Mara. We like Mara. Lorraine. Shua. Right. Brush off fairy dust. And now I need you. Which one should we do? Burly Gnome, Floppy, or Very Fairy? I'm going to do this fairy gnome, actually, because why are you, as a fairy, coming after me as a fairy? Now you'll have to repair everything. It's the consequences of your own actions. I'm sorry. This is what you get for being a murderer. You murdered my plants. You murdered my gnome. You murdered my home. But there's no bringing those plants back to life. What if we hired a professional gardener? I'm just clutching at straws. Gardener's not coming till Monday. That's devastating. Yeah, I want to come to your birthday party. Oh, okay, right. I didn't realize it'd be here. Our emotional force isn't going down much at all. I might have to start a new garden. Oh, we are emotionally starving. Okay. So I'm guessing it just takes as long as normal starving. Oh, we've also got an ailment. Burning passion. I also feel like an emotionless shell from cowplant. My cowplant's dead. Everything is dead. And she's trying so hard to clean that. Like, she's been here hours upon hours. I think my game's breaking. Yeah, she's doing this thing again. Reset. At least she's finished cleaning that. Must have been very dirty. Oh my god, we set it on fire. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I've just set that tree on fire. But that happened in an instant. We're not having much luck. I feel like generationally we have been cursed. And yet, here I am having good luck. Stop. Stop. Are you serious? These have all been brought back to life? Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. You don't even understand. Oh, that makes me so happy. I thought it was goodbye forever. I mean, the cowplant's still dead. Revive for 100. I'll do it. Sonia is emotionally ravenous and will soon die of emotional starvation if she don't replenish her emotional force. Sonia can do this by absorbing emotions of other Sims. No, thank you. Takes a lot longer to die of this than it did for the other one. I thought this would be like a 15-minute recording. I've been here at an hour. There's me, ma'am. Well, there's the woman who... You know what? What's it called? Stockholm Syndrome? How have we replenished? You know what? Go in this room. Wait. Lie here. I don't know where all those have come from. Probably my mum when she died, yes. I'm going to build you in that. You can have a light because I'm generous. I wonder if she'll fly out of it. Right, and I'm keeping you there until you die. Because I'm sorry, I can't have you replenishing your needs. I'm sure that wings were based on emotions, but I've seen nothing of the sort. But it would not surprise me if that is the type of thing that I would absolutely miss. So, oh, another glitch I've just noticed. Look at the stair rail. That one is a different color. Same up there. Same. Is that on me? Oh no, it happens with them all. Hopefully that's fixed on release. Oh, we're on fire. Since having my gallbladder out, I get really sick if I don't have like multiple little meals a day. All that effort to save my cow plant, and they're probably going to die that I can't do out. And the happiness, I mean, to be fair, my mom's come back as a ghost, so I can look after him. Becomes emotionally ravenous in 4 hours. We can do this. 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. Cow plant's dead. It's been much harder to die this way than it has the other. When you're overloading your emotions, it's like, babe, seriously, one wrong slip and you're dead. And you get like 2 chances to rectify it. With this, it's like... It takes a long time. It's like by starvation, like the traditional means of death. Oh, it's happening. Oh, and school starts in about an hour. Saved by the bloody bell, eh? Whopper! I bet his buddy's sick of the sight of us, that man. Save and manage worlds. Well, do you know what? I didn't expect to be sat here this long, but what bloody fun I've had. Frustration too, towards the end. This might just be a Sims 4 problem itself and not the pack's fault, but I constantly had to reset Sim at things that I knew they could get to, at things that I knew worked, like that they'd just been to. So that was getting tiring towards the end. But like I said, that might just be a Sims 4 issue in general and not necessarily this pack. But I just don't think that I should be getting those issues when this version of the game has The Sims 4 and one pack, and my PC is sufficient enough to run the Sims and all expansion packs. I can only imagine the simulation like on other computers if this is what it's like on mine. Not to be like, I've got the best computer, so it sucks for you. But by this, I mean to say, if you've got a gaming computer, it might still struggle with it. I don't know enough about games to know what the fix is. Here's my fix. Sims 5. Let's just go forth with The Sims 5. But it's dead. Just like my cow plant, my mum, my sim, my dog died last week. Like my actual dog. Sims 5 on top of that. Well, there it is. That'll do it. I included a speed build in my Love Struck video. I don't think I included one in my Life and Death, but I'm not a naturally confident builder. It's something that I've had to work up over the years. Even now that I'm a little bit more confident in it, it's not something that comes natural to me. But I do really enjoy it. So I decided a fairy lives in the woods. What's in the wood? A tree. What can I build? A tree house. So one of the things that I built was a tree house. The thing is with the tree house, I had this plan. Everything was working in my head. And then I zoomed out and realized that the lot that I was building this tree house on was actually a tree. So anything that I put in there was by very definition a tree house. And at that point I was like, right. So I'm not going to show you the speed build for that one. But I also built a fairy commune because I thought, Everdew and Innisgreen, yeah, I could be indoctrinated here. I could see it. And I thought, a bunch of fairies living in the forest. Imagine it as a community lot, but you never have to leave. It's like Royston Vasey, but for fairies. And for such a packed lot, it's actually quite small. There is not much to do there. I did run out of space promptly. I kind of packed everything full of terraforming, honestly. It felt like 2020 Animal Crossing and I just got the terraforming tools. I went a bit wild, but I never really pushed myself with building on different heights. I'm a very flat person, babe. Apart from my chest. Yeah, I like to keep it pretty run-of-the-mill and on just a straight path. Don't judge me. I'm untrained. You want to be watching Danielle builds, it's improved, Sid Mac, Griffey. Please don't be upset if I didn't mention your fave. There are so many amazing simmers. Simmers are like a gateway drug. You find one and then you find like a subdivision of that division and so on and so forth. So leave your favourite down below if you have any recommendations that you think people will like or you want to shout somebody out. But back to the build. I discovered a lot of fun updates when I was building this. In my gameplay, I was very focused on, believe it or not, the gameplay. So I hadn't actually delved into build buy as much. So it kind of didn't exist to me until I was building this. And the shock on my face when I realised that we could put glass walls. Do you know what this means for the tour? The world tour? Only thing is, it does annoy me slightly because it's literally wallpaper. So if you shift and fill a room, it goes. It doesn't register it as windows. But I do think that's the push and pull that you have between like, yes, I mean, it does cover the full window, but is it technically a window? At what point does it stop being a wall and start being a window? And I guess the point that you click the window category in build buy, I guess if you're still living in wallpaper, then it's wallpaper. You know what? It's actually categorized. Interestingly, it is actually a choice because when I was doing my kit with the Sims team, Pastel Pop is my kit if you didn't know. If you do buy the kit, please use my creator code because I don't actually make any money if you buy the kit. But there's this mirror. The mirror's a love heart, but it's encased in this like wooden arch thing and it's got some keys coming off it. And when we were making that, there was two things I was quite nervous about. I said, number one, I'm nervous about the keys being there because what if people look at that and go, oh, cars are coming soon? Because I know that I would. I've made theories on less. Doesn't even have to be about the Sims. I'll see a sign in the universe and I'm like, guys, this is Sims 5. I can feel her. I do a Ouija board and the spirit of the Sims 5 comes to talk to me. I was nervous about the keys and also I didn't know if I wanted it to be a shelf or if I wanted it to be a mirror. And my point of this is when I asked the team this, the team said it can either be a shelf or it can be a mirror. It can't be both things, unfortunately. Something to do with how the game categorizes it. So I guess that's why it has to be categorized as a wallpaper and can't have the functionality of both. All of that to say, things can't share functionalities unless I'm wrong. Very well could be. So it's annoying, but it's worth the annoyance. I think there is base game glass walls as well. So you don't have to get this pack to get the glass walls. So the shock from the glass wall situation, honestly, paled in comparison to my face when I realized that we could put plants on roofs. Plants on roofs, you say? Was not expecting it. Loved it. However, obviously it's amazing. I love it. I always build the terrace things and then put the plants in as if it's falling. So actually being able to put them on the roof now, brilliant. But when I was building this little commune for my culty fairies who are in a cult together lesbian-y, it was an accident that I stumbled upon the fact that you can put things on the roof. And even though it was an accident, I was happy. But with this build, every single roof that I used is, you know how you can curve it, but then you can press shift and C and curve it even more. So that's every single roof in this build. And it was really difficult and really annoying to actually even put the plants on the roof. And that was with move objects on. But I do think that is because of the way that I had the roof in. Maybe that's a trade-off that you have to have. But I do think that the majority of roofs that are going to have the plants on are going to be the wibbity-wobbity woofs. But I mean, it was still very covered. It was just a bit annoying. Like, you can still cover it all. I had a lot of fun with this pack. I would say, I think I like it more than Life and Death. And I liked Life and Death a lot. But I think that the Sims community will be able to get a lot from this. One thing that I do like is it adds new gameplay, but it also adds new gameplay in things that we've already had in game. Yeah, I don't know how usable it is. I just wanted to get to grips with the themes of the pack. I wanted to see if you could do dark fairy, light fairy, evil fairy. So that was kind of my warm up to that. And you can. I forgot to film an outro, so I'm coming through voice, through your speakers to say goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. I hope that you've had a lot of fun watching it because I had so much fun making it. I really enjoyed the entire process. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.